The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
We have to go back!
I'm Steve.
What a wonderful day!
And what's going to be curious is going to be this weekend, because I don't see either the account or Until Dawn doing a lot doing. I don't see the same. Okay, I'm not going to do a victor and make a proclamation and stand by it, but I will say this: I feel of the two, I feel Until Dawn has the more likelihood of making more money. Here's why.
The accountant too? Yeah.
Here's why. Because while I don't think it's going to make Until or Minecraft money, I think due to the fact that it's a video game movie and it's a horror film, and the reviews from the reactions I've seen so far have said, just put your expectations to the game aside. It's a fun little horror film. Well, I'll say two things. How much did the accountant make?
$20-something million. And
how much is the budget? How much is the budget?
80.
Okay. So
80
there's still hope that Until Dawn will make more money overall.
Oh, no. Apparently, it's doing very well. Worldwide, it already has $39.4 million. I think it might. I'm not going to, again, clarify it, but, it depends on how well it's going to do. Look, Until Dawn made only $8 million
on a $14 million budget.
It doesn't matter. It made less money than the accountant too.
Fair. But how much did it make again opening weekend?
Accountant
8-something million.
No, the accountant.
Oh, 20 million.
Yeah, like 20. Yeah, 20.
You know what's funny though? We like, no matter what, I will take the L because it's not as bad as your Snow White one. So I will gladly take the
excommunicated. We talked about this.
And second, both of them were a fucking re-releases, bitch.
Yeah, and not only that, well, yeah, episode 3 did very well on the re-release, but here's what the real surprise is.
Now, you know what would help that insufferable Blair Witch sequel if Count Victor was a witch and was burned at the stake. Thank you.
Son of a, oh Jesus Christ! But yeah. the big thing I want to talk about is Sinners barely dropping in terms of box office.
Yes.
Remember, it made only, I think, $49 million last weekend. This weekend it made 45. It's unbelievable. This movie has legs. It's absolutely unbelievable.
That to me, outside of everything, outside of who was right and who was wrong of this whole Until Dawn thing, the shocking thing was
Romy.
The fact
You'll
that
be looking forward to my topic tonight.
Yeah,
this movie has done so well, and I don't it's gonna be shocking if it doesn't. I think it's gonna overall make money.
I think now with Sinners doing this well, I think approximately, it's up to like over $120 million domestically already. I think. I have to check box
Since
office exposure
Victor got
again.
a laugh track after box office and Cheaton just got one, it's only a matter of time before I get one down the line.
It's only a matter of time. We just gotta wait to see what happens. I don't know
That is
necessarily what
true.
it's gonna be, but yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, it's made about, according here, $128 million domestically. Actually, almost 129 million.
How much international? Or how much worldwide?
Worldwide, 168.7 million. 168.7 million. So it's about to make its fucking budget back. It's going to turn profitable because the movie it's cost around $90 to $100 million. So it's about to turn a profit.
Because the only competition it has this weekend, now granted, it's a big competition, Thunderbolts.
Here's the thing, though, with Sinners' legs, I mean, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, Sinners, like I have said, this is the best movie of the year so far. This is not me fucking like even watching Until Dawn and The Accountant. I'll get to my thoughts on both movies in a little bit. But the other big story outside like Sinners and Star Wars Episode 3.
Yeah, Star Wars, for a movie that came out in 2005, it actually did pretty damn well.
Outside of Rogue One and the scene and the ending scene, this is the best Star Wars movie, the last best great Star Wars movie.
Force Awakens.
For like the later movies, kind of like Episode 9 was so horrible, it ruined the other two movies for me. It's hard for me to go back and watch.
I could probably go watch this easier compared to what the fuck we're gonna review tonight, and I'm not holding back, motherfuckers. I'm not. With Blair Witch 2, these sons of bitches, it feels like literally when I watch this, for the most part, I know I'm getting into it a little early, but I'm gonna say this right now. For the first 2/3 of that movie, when I watched it last night, I felt nothing. I felt empty. It wasn't until the third act where I started getting pissed off.
You watched it last night too?
Yeah, I did.
I saw it on Sunday.
Because Prime Video had it, thank God. Otherwise, I probably should have pirated that shit. So probably Lionsgate's gonna make fucking money off of me.
My girl and I she was about to actually buy it because she loves that movie so much, but then it was only $8 on like buying off of YouTube. But then
it's not even worth $8.
She had a free
I saw it on Just Watch's streaming thing.
I didn't even know Just Watch had a streaming thing.
We found it through Movie Sphere.
Yeah, I think it's called Plex or something.
Oh, Plex, that's what it is.
Found it through Movie
I also used it to watch a certain movie I'll review tonight.
But yes, I know which one you're talking about. Oof, yeah, so yeah, those but yeah, Star Wars, and like I saw it like I did a double feature. I saw The Accountant 2, and then I saw Star Wars Episode 3. And
did you say you watched Until Dawn?
Yeah, I saw that Thursday. I saw the opening night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I saw and then unless I work, I'm gonna watch Thunderbolts this Thursday in IMAX.
But yeah, I'm just surprised that Sinners is doing this well. I mean, and remember, and apparently, according to the articles, which let me see if I can find something from the AP. Maybe AP will give me something about the box office, just like last week. But
yeah, make sure he doesn't say DAP next like he did last.
Not AP.com. What the hell is it? Is it .org? No, APnews.com. You fucking idiot. Yeah. Hold on. Box office. Come on.
Justin, I'll get my thoughts.
Here we go.
I was one of the rare ones, but yeah.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, apparently for Sinners, the demographic for this weekend in terms of how much it made, like the demographics who went to go see it. Last week it was mostly male driven, 18 to 49, and a lot of African Americans went to go see it. A lot of women went to go see Sinners this weekend. A lot of women, and and just like television, I do believe in terms of how box office goes, I feel like women are a big draw. Like in terms of, if you're going to make a budget back, like if women are in particular are interested in a movie too, it's gonna make a lot of money. Look at Wicked, mostly female demographic for that, made a shit ton of money. Inside Out 2 made a shit ton of money because of that as well. So I think they're set. I mean, this is two hits in a row for Warner Brothers in a time where I thought,
doesn't it, Victor?
What?
I bet that kills you, doesn't it?
In some ways, it kills me because Minecraft looks like a fucking train wreck. But for Sinners, well, I love Ryan Coogler. I have nothing but support for him. So I guess you could say I'm in the middle on it. But with Warner, they're gonna have to prove this summer that they're really worth it. This is no fluke because this could be an easy fluke depending on what they have.
Well, Final Destination, I think is gonna make money.
Yeah, I do believe it's gonna make money too.
Yeah,
F1, I don't know.
I don't know that one's kind of the what do you call it? That one's kind of the
Let's face it, this is gonna flop. Considering its $300 million budget, it's almost
$300 million.
Yes, it cost $300 million.
Was that just on Brad Pitt?
I don't know. I don't know how much Brad Pitt drove.
Brad Pitt.
I need to watch that trailer again just to see.
Okay, Brad Pitt was paid $30 million for F1. So where the fuck did the other $260 million go?
I gotta watch that trailer again because I need to know where all that money went.
Because Brad Pitt was paid $30 million, which I thought he would take in more, but apparently he only took $30 million.
Yeah, you would think he would take a lot more.
But they said apparently Jerry Bruckheimer, the producer, Joseph Kosinski refuted the budget claim. They said Bruckheimer said rebates and sponsorships lowered the budget. I'm not sure whether to believe in this or not. I don't know. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of sponsors because F1 is sponsored by a lot of companies, but I don't know. So plus either way, Warner is not gonna they're not gonna be affected by it because who financed this movie? Apple did.
Oh yeah, so do we really count if it bombs? Do we really count it for Warner Brothers, or do we just say it's an Apple bomb?
I'm gonna say it's an Apple bomb.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, most of Apple's movies have been.
Warner is gonna lose maybe $20 million on marketing, depending on how they market this thing. I don't know how they're gonna market this baby, but
how much did Ford v Ferrari? That was a good movie, but how much did that?
It made a lot of money. I know for sure that made at least $225 million.
Yeah.
So. And I think that's the highest grossing racing movie, if memory serves me correctly. Or is that Days of Thunder? I don't really remember.
Days of Thunder.
Although Days of Thunder did underperform, if memory serves me correctly, because I remember back in the day, that was a huge discussion.
Yeah, made more money than Days of Thunder.
Yeah, so.
Okay. So there is a market out there for these types of movies, but again.
Yeah. But here's the thing, it's coming. I think it's a bad sign because with F1, it comes out 2 weeks before Superman. And Warner needs to push Superman to make money. F1, yeah, it's a big movie, but which one are they going to push?
If it was me, I would, because look at it this way. F1 is not going to be this big multiverse, or not multiverse, cinematic, it's not a start of a cinematic universe for
it's an auteur. Well, I don't know if Joseph Kosinski could be considered an auteur, but I guess an auteur-driven film. Yes,
I don't see this especially since it wasn't financed fully by Warner Brothers. Mm-hmm. I would openly just say that they need to focus all their attention on the Superman. That's what I would do if I was
if I were them, I'd do the same thing. I do the same thing as well. But in terms of other movies they have coming out this summer, Weapons, they put out the trailer today.
Oh, yeah,
it was way better than the fucking teaser. But
I love the teaser too. So
because how you mentioned with the teaser, they didn't show they showed very little. and it intrigued you. This one, it didn't show that much either, but I had an idea what the movie was about. To me, the teaser was too vague. Now at least I have an idea what the movie's about.
Well, a teaser, I would think the teaser would need to be a little more vague because it's a teaser. It's not supposed to.
I hate. You know what that thing was? It was a trailer for the trailer, and I hate trailers for the trailer. They need to stop doing that.
Trailerception.
I hate it when they do that.
What I liked was the 28 years teaser that they did with the Morse code and shit.
It's just
that's probably the only one I could think of that was actually a pretty damn good teaser.
Yeah, and it looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. I thought Josh Brolin was gonna get the lead, but no, it's Julia Gardner is gonna be the lead. I thought from the trailer, like when I saw, I'm like, oh, Josh Brolin's the top billed actor. He's gonna be the lead, but no, apparently not. But it still looks pretty good.
This year, was she in Fantastic
Four? And she's in Wolfman. I heard it was a piece of shit. And
I still need to watch.
Not great.
Peacock now.
But yeah, it looked pretty good. That's do you know what it reminded me of? It's like Magnolia, but if it was a horror film. At least to me, that's what it looked like. You have Wong as the principal, and then you have young Han Solo as one of the police officers in the town in this movie. I'm going to talk about Predator a little bit later on. Because I have a lot of things from topics, so I'm not going to talk about this. Discuss this now. I'm not going to talk about it now. But yeah, in terms of going back to what I was saying before, this is impressive for Warner. It's just they need to keep up with this momentum. Yes, Final Destination is probably going to do well, but how well it's going to do, I have no idea. I mean, it comes out May 16th. Thunderbolts would already been in theaters for like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, I think the Final Destination's gonna make his money back just like that. F1's gonna bomb. Superman might just about break even. Weapons, that has a low budget, so it can make money. Conjuring 4.
It's gonna make money because of the fucking franchise, despite fucking Michael Chavez directing it, which I'm not looking forward to that because of that.
Yeah, I'm done with the
one battle after another. That's gonna flop. Mortal Kombat 2.
That's gonna make money.
It's gonna flop. I feel like it's been too long. It's too long. The last one came out in 2021, and it's now 2020. It's been 4 years. People probably already forgotten that this movie is coming out.
Animal Friends, I have no idea.
Well, it is Ryan Reynolds, although he's in trouble with the fucking Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively situation, so I have no idea. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 will be their last movie of the year, which I'm surprised they're not putting out a movie this Christmas. I would think that they would, but apparently not. But again, it wouldn't be smart to put it out at Christmas because Avatar's coming. Speaking of which, where is my goddamn trailer? Where's my trailer?
The overrated piece of shit.
Where's the Wicked for Good trailer?
Well, yours that too. I can say that too, but I feel like they're gonna wait till Jurassic World. Or How to Train Your Dragon, because Mark Platt has produced both. You'd think corporate synergy, since Mark Platt produced both, they would put it in front of How to Train Your Dragon.
It may make a surprise appearance before Thunderbolts Asterisk.
I don't know. I don't think so. I feel like but again, we never know. Imagine the fucking trailer comes out tomorrow, and I mix up my words, but I want my Avatar trailer. It's looking more and more likely now it's going to be attached to Fantastic Four, not Thunderbolts. But
Fantastic Four.
I want my trailer, but I want it. I want it right now. But
how bad do you want it? Would you watch Blair Witch 2 on loop for it if they give it to you right now?
No.
I probably would.
But yeah, it's looking very strong.
You have more balls than Victor. I'll give you that.
But yeah, I'm very pleased about Ryan Coogler doing well. I'm pleased about that. I'm pleased.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's funny because the industry, the box office industry, is looking so hot right now, and yet there's an article that came out today that Steven Soderbergh was frustrated about how Black Bag performed and worried about the impact on the industry.
Well, let's
Speaking as somebody who watched Black Bag and enjoyed it, Soderbergh, it's a niche audience movie.
Yeah,
Come
I was
on.
gonna say that movie is not really something.
And I'm a Soderbergh fan, if you remember. And I'm telling you, that shit's niche.
Yeah, I'll even say that movie, like, it looked interesting, but it wasn't something that was on my fucking like list of looking at. You know,
Yeah.
like if whether it comes on streaming, I'll watch it, but it's not something on my like must watch list.
Yeah. Also, Tom Cruise supported Sinners too. I think he shared
Yeah,
a
I saw
photo.
that.
Yeah, he posted it on social media.
So since he supported it, damn. Even he's telling people to wait like stay till the credits are over. This is how you know you actually did post-credit scene done right. This is how you do it. Apparently.
Have you seen
Guess it's
Sinners?
too bad.
No, I still haven't.
Guess it's too bad all the online things I found don't even have the end credit scene. Guess I'll have to find on YouTube or something.
Or I'm just gonna wait till a fucking legit copy comes.
Support physical media, you schmuck. Or support physical media and support going to see it at theaters, you pirated schmuck.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't have money. That I'm broke as fuck.
Wait, do you have an AMC
I
near
would
you?
support theaters
I
if
can't.
A, I had a job, or B, they weren't so damn expensive.
Thank you.
Well, okay, do
Most
either of you have an
movies were-
AMC where
or
you
C,
live?
Most of the movies
here?
were actually good.
My AMC is not. It's like fucking like what, half an hour from me. My local.
My AMC is about the same amount. I still get over there. I'm an A-list member.
Again, expensive. Maybe if over the summer, we'll see. Maybe I don't know, because I've never been to the movies by myself, so that's another problem.
Well, Victor, I'll say this: it probably is more expensive in your neck of the woods, but for me, my A-list staying is like 22 or 20 a month.
But if I can go to I'm out for appointments 3 days a week anyway, and 2 of them are in Manhattan, so maybe what I could do is, depending on the permission that I have, and I could just sign up for A-list and go to Lincoln Square 13, the best fucking AMC theater in Manhattan, and watch movies there, and watch a bunch of movies that I probably wouldn't have any interest in seeing, going into movies that I probably wouldn't, because it's A-list. You have 4 movies you can watch per week now.
Yeah, that's going to be implemented later in May, and it's gonna I always say, all these subscription services, they always fucking up the prices and all this bullshit. And they really don't. They basically tell you, here you go, here's the price hike, and you're just going to sit there and take it. But like with AMC, and again, full disclosure, I used to work for AMC for a while. So I want that to be clear before I say anything. I was very critical of certain things. I think the guy who runs it is a fucking moron. But
the guy who runs AMC, or the theater that you actually worked in?
No. My GM was fantastic.
Oh,
I have no issue. Like, pretty much everybody that was there, aside from maybe 2 people, I still consider them dear friends. But what I was saying though is that my AMC I will say it feels like a relic of the past compared to other theaters, but I will still say it still has the best subscription service out there.
I think it's better than Regal Unlimited.
Yes.
I mean, Regal Unlimited sounds like a fucking ripoff.
Yes, and with AMC,
Regal Unlimited, you have to pay $3 extra for IMAX or something like that, or $4 or something like that.
Fee. But I'll
and
say
AMC
this though.
doesn't have that.
No, and I will say them upping the price, I have no issue with the option to see 4 movies, because even if it's 20, I think for me it would be 23, but
let me see what A-list costs in my neck of the woods. Let me have a look, because it depends on location. So,
and I know movie tickets in California are more expensive than here in Texas. Most movie tickets, the most I'll spend for IMAX at night is probably $17, $18 at the most. But I will say though, if you see really 1 to 2 IMAX movies a month, you've really made
How much is it in your neck of woods? Mine it says it's $27.99. It's gonna
Okay,
be.
is that what the 4 movies once they
Yeah,
once they
because
get-
well, it says here I can watch that's in because there's 3 different options. You can watch it in movies in 34 states, 45 states, or any state you like. So I'm
I just
I'm
do it on the
one-
certain
Yeah.
state, the cheapest one. So like mine it currently is $20, but once the 4 movie thing will be implemented.
Actually, no. New York, you can't. You have to use the one in any state. Apparently, the one in
Oh,
any state.
wow.
That's the one. That's the only one in New York. So
Yeah, so like for me, once it goes up, I think it's gonna be like 23. But
yeah,
like
that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing
even
23.
27, like even if I have the option to see it in any state, like I'll be honest, comparing that to how much tickets are for even in other states.
Thank you, God. He's going back for Scream 7, the OG motherfucker. I can't wait.
So
I'm
yeah,
not
so
saying
that's-
Brian Tyler did a bad job on 5 and 6 because he did a great job. He did a great job. But I'm so happy Beltrami's coming back. I'm so happy. Kevin Williamson, thank God you got him to come back.
but yeah, so that's but I always tell people because like I said, you go see 2 IMAX movies a month, you've already paid up your month and you probably spent less doing it.
But yeah, hopefully this summer I might do that. Maybe go out to see movies that I probably wouldn't watch otherwise. Like if I wanted to fucking watch Megan 2.0 to fucking torture myself. And I'm not saying M3 again for the 15th.
That's what they say on the poster.
That's what, but they pronounce Megan in the TV spot. M3. Oh God. But yeah.
Just like with Scriform.
Well, we call it Scream 4, but what about Scream? How you pronounce Scream 6? How you pronounce that? Scream I? Scream I?
Scream XI.
I don't know. But yeah. Maybe that might happen. We'll see. It's the summer. You go out, it's hot. And fucking allergies are killing me right now. But
How hot is it up in your neck of the woods?
well, yesterday it was pretty hot. I don't know about today, but it was pretty hot.
Like, does it get to 100 degrees?
No, right now it's 70 degrees right now.
Oh, you lucky bat. See, this is what I don't like about you East Coast motherfuckers. You talk about it being so fucking hot, but you haven't been to Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, all this other shit. You fucking twerps. You like I would kill to be in 75-degree weather right now.
But yeah,
Well, like I want to make you a challenge, Victor. Come to Texas at the heat of the summer. I'm talking the hottest period of summer, and then come back to me and tell me how hot it is up there.
Jeez. I mean, I've been to Florida several times. That's fucking hot.
Yeah. I can't argue there. Like I've never been to New York myself, but I have been to like Virginia, that type of shit. So like there, I've been there during like mostly for family reasons, but it is different. I've been to Cali, but again, I haven't been there since I was a little kid, so I have really no true memories of it, so I can't really say much. But so Virginia is the only thing that can actually come and tell you, hey, this is how it is up there, But like as far as anywhere else, yeah. But one day I wanna swing.
I've only been to around the northeast states. I haven't been to south, so I wouldn't know.
Yes. Thank you, Motion Zombie.
But yeah,
And how Rowan would tell you how hot it is in Arizona. So
yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, it's fucking. I heard one time there was a porta potty that melted. It was either in Arizona or New Mexico.
Oh, Jesus.
Eesh.
Yeah. Like it's so hot here.
Talk about. I don't have a pun for this.
No puns. No puns allowed.
It's
talk about going down to shitter.
No.
Damn it! Wish we had the drum. Fuck you, Dan, for that.
Oh my God.
Adding stuff to my stuff that I'll talk about later, but you focus on
Okay.
shows.
No, I don't have a. Anyway, Let's get going. I guess I'm gonna go first because I actually saw a movie today that's recent. I watched Christopher Landon's new film dropped earlier today.
I was supposed to watch it last week, but I felt like I overslept my alarm.
I'll put it to you this way. Blumhouse has made a lot of bad stuff in recent memory. Speak No Evil was the first time in 5 or 6 years where I felt they finally made a good movie.
That was really good.
Now,
Still the ending of the original, though.
5 months later, well, no, not even 5 months, like 6, 7 months later, they come out with this. And people said, oh, it got decent reviews from critics. People are saying, oh, it's a decent little movie. It's refreshing. I don't know what the fuck everybody else saw in this movie, but this movie's not good. This movie is not good at all. Yeah, and you want to know why? The main reason why was because the movie has no fucking logic in it. There is no logic. Even Corey Leach, I think in his review, he said, there is no logic. You have to shut your fucking brain at the door. And if you know me by now, it's very hard for me to shut my brain off entirely when I'm watching a movie these days. So
the only movies I shut my brain off is if it's like self-aware about its logic.
There is no self-awareness about the movie. It takes itself very seriously for the most part. People are saying, oh, it's fun. It's a fun movie. Yeah, a movie that constantly insults your fucking intelligence as you watch it? No. People have compared this movie to Red Eye. What are you talking about? Red Eye is a near masterpiece. Red Eye was a great movie. This is a piece of shit. And actually, you know what? You know what makes Red Eye different compared to Drop? I'll tell you. Red Eye actually had things that made sense. It made sense along the way if you were paying attention. There was no logic. Like, oh, God. I wish I could say let out specifics about what I mean. But since the movie is so new, I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. So just take my word for it. The performances are pretty good for the most part. The two leads are good. They're very, very good. The main actress was from the movie Your Monster, which I keep mentioning. She was a supporting, huh?
I still need to watch that.
She was a supporting role in that, and nobody's fucking seen it except for me and Tanner. So that's me and Tanner are like the only ones who, that's the chick from Your Monster. The other guys, fucking, cheating. Oh, no, he doesn't cheat. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about Your Monster right now. And the guy was from It Ends With Us. The other guy, not fucking Justin Baldoni, the other guy, the nicer guy of the two. Atlas, stupid fucking name. But yeah, the movie, again, the problem with it is also, another thing too about it? The movie is so predictable. I could tell you who was going to be the killer in the first 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I knew who it was. And you know why I knew who it was? Guess what? The actor who plays the killer, I won't say his name because, people will look it up.
I don't spoil it. I still kind of want to see it.
I'm just saying the actor who does is third fucking build. Third build. Third build. Fucking idiots. So, yeah, it's just, to me, and also some elements of the movie, like, for example, there's references to Baby Shark in this fucking movie. There's even a guy who plays Baby Shark on a fucking piano. Yeah, this is amateur hour.
Who the hell plays Baby Shark in the middle of a...
And guess what? The writers of this movie, it makes sense why this movie is so stupid. Because you know why? This movie was written by, I want to get their names, Jillian Jacobs and Christopher Roach. You want to know what else they did? They have worked with Jeff Wadlow, I believe, 3 to 4 times. Truth or Dare, Fantasy Island. I believe they also wrote Imaginary with him.
Just my imagination.
Listen, it feels like a fucking Jeff Wadlow movie in terms of how stupid the dialogue and the story is. Like, you can't really tell that it feels like Christopher Landon was a director for hire because doesn't he usually use the same writer for most of his movies, like the same guy who wrote Freaky and Totally Killer? Did he direct Totally Killer or not? I think he did. But he uses the same writer for most of his movies, and ever since he got fucking fired off, he didn't get fired off of Scream 7. He left because of the whole situation. Before Nev
Do you like
came
playing
back.
the Bluey theme in the middle of the Capitol Grill?
Oh, he did not direct Totally Killer. What the fuck am I saying? But he directed Freaky. I know that for sure. But yeah, not that good. 2 out of 5. It's overrated. It's overrated. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but I just think that this movie, the concept was paper thin. That's another problem. The movie without paper thin in terms of its premise. It doesn't like it's like the fucking same shit as, you know, any other serial killer stalking somebody on phone movies. It's like, come on. It's been done to death. Oh, all you do is like he gets fucking an airdrop. Stupid movie. 2 out of 5. But that's not what I wanted. I was gonna do that as my main topic, go into detail, but for me, I have something else I want to talk about because this was pointed out to me in the forum earlier. The Oscars. These fucking people at the Oscars apparently have found loopholes. Remember, I think we said this before last week, but if not, I'll say it. A week ago, the Academy has a new policy. Every person who votes for the Oscars needs to watch every movie nominated in a given category. So, for example, if you want to vote for Best Picture, you have to watch all the movies nominated. Most of the time, these people don't want, and the people have now publicly admitted that they didn't watch hardly any, they didn't watch all the movies nominated for Best Picture.
Not just that, I just read from an article that, quote, some Oscar voters have admitted they just press play on the Screeners app to satisfy the
Yes, I
viewing
saw the
requirements.
same thing happen to The Brutalist. Apparently, people did not want to sit through 3.5 hours of The Brutalist, so they pressed play, and then they lit the movie on standby while they were doing other things like cooking dinner or whatever. Come on.
By the way, you better not do the same thing when it gets on the wheel vector.
I try to watch
I'm watching
everything
you.
about. Listen, I had to watch Book of Shadows to completion.
Yeah.
Without.
Wait, you watched it while you were taking a shower?
No. I wasn't watching while taking a shower. I had my full attention on it. I'm talking about these fucking Oscar people. They probably put The Brutalist on and took a shower while in the middle of it. But these people, and now, I think apparently have found loopholes. Now, certain Academy members have now said in recent memory, like this is like a Variety report, but I think it came out a couple of days ago. They made it clear to Variety that they will just hit play on the Academy's viewing app to meet the requirement, even if they mute the sound or navigate to another window. As long, quote, as long as the app registers that it played, that's all that matters, said one voter. It has no idea whether or not you're actually watching.
DOFs at their finest.
This is why Anora won Best Picture. I bet you this is why. This is why. This is why that piece of shit won Best Picture because, oh, look at the pretty colors. Oh.
Hey, at least it didn't go to Amelia Perez.
Oh my God, Best Picture was a fucking disaster this year. This is why I don't fucking watch the Oscars anymore. I made the exception last year to see Nolan win an Oscar. Other than that, I'm not touching the shit no more. But yeah, look, and even like the website wheelofreal.com said, quote, oh wait, no, one of our Academy member confessed to starting The Brutalist before heading out to work, letting it run while they were away. One other one confessed that he haven't even heard a half of this year's nominations. Wow.
Then why did they even vote for them in the nominations?
Why are you even in the Academy then? Why are you even in the Academy when you don't? Then again, you could say the same thing about the fucking viewers. Half of this shit nobody's ever heard of. You could argue the same shit. How about nominated movies actually people fucking watched? Seriously, I'm sick of that shit. Like the ones that were nominated, Dune Part 2 and Wicked were the ones that most people watched. Everything else, not really. Like, who fucking saw Nickel Boys? I didn't.
I did.
Well, of course you did, but I'm talking in generally. Name me one other person other than Tanner and Soren who watched Nickel Boys. Oh, wait. And same thing with I'm Still
Nosferatu should have
Here.
been nominated instead.
Which one?
Nosferatu or...
Well, that movie actually people fucking saw. It was the third highest grossing movie ever released by Focus Features. So come on now.
Nosferatu or Real Pain or Sing Sing.
I have a strange feeling they didn't give it to Ariana for one reason. They're waiting for the sequel. I think that's gonna. I'm telling you, for good, I think it's gonna sweep the Oscars. If Sinners is then again, it's possible that Sinners could get Oscar noms now. It could. I don't know.
Or Avatar 3.
Avatar 3 is probably it's probably gonna happen. It's probably gonna happen.
You be quiet, Shaitan.
You be quiet. The second was nominated for Best Picture too. You realize that, right?
Huh?
The second was nominated for Best Picture, and the first one.
But like the Oscars sometimes, doesn't always hit a home run.
Yeah, like Anora winning Best Picture. Okay, I'm gonna stop roasting Anora. I need to stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say you shut your whore mouth, you little bitch. Now take Anora winning like a man, like seriously.
Fucking overrated. Second
At
most
least it could have
overrated.
been worse.
I don't fucking care. I don't. No, yeah, I'm overrated. I actually made it. People, you know how people sometimes tell you, if you say this is pretentious, it means you're pretentious. I changed my Letterboxd profile, my bio. That's to say on my bio says that pretentious Letterboxd reviewer that hates pretentious movies. Yes, I'm being a little. It's pretty much my heel turn. It's my heel turn on I changed that a couple of weeks ago to that, and it's on my bio on my Letterboxd. It is there. But yeah, it's pretty much my fucking heel turn. But yeah. The Oscars, the Academy is a fucking joke. With this article, they're a fucking joke. I mean, I always knew they were a joke, but this makes it even further. Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, he saw it. Yeah, I decided to just fucking do that to just pull the audiences. I don't fucking care. It's funny because when I talk about Book of Shadows, something happened on my Letterboxd review, which I'll discuss because I need to go into detail about that. Not giving anything away, but yeah, the Academy, you're a joke. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is Predator Badlands. The trailer came out for it last week. A lot. You know what? I didn't watch the trailer until earlier this morning, so I watched it. And after I watched it, I looked at the comments. My God, do not look at the comment section for the Predator Badlands trailer, because half of these damn people are literally saying that this is killing the Predator franchise. This is from the motherfucker, Dan Trachtenberg, who saved it. Do people not remember what happened with the Predator? Do people not remember that?
Not to mention the full movie hasn't even come out yet.
No, and the main complaint here that I'm looking at is the Predator design and the fact that the face is CGI. Motherfucker, did you not realize that Prey used a lot of CGI too? Oh, it needs to be practical effects only. I hate this practical versus CGI debate. I really can't stand it. I've said it several times. It's irritating. If it's a good visual effect, it doesn't matter if it's practical or if it's CGI. It doesn't matter. If it's a good effect, it's a good effect. Plus, even if I have mixed thoughts about the CGI, but they have 6 months to correct it. The movie isn't out for another 6 months. It comes out November 7th. Come on now. You think that they're not going to fix this in post? They're going to. It's like, come on. I feel like to me, I liked the trailer. I did like the trailer. I love how the movie, they're taking it into another different direction. Dan Trachtenberg is one of these guys who he didn't want to make the same movie. It's clear to me he didn't want to make Prey 2. He wanted to make a different movie. And this looks visually like a different movie. So I applaud him taking chances like this because we need more directors taking chances like this. Because The Predator has been the same, up until Prey, had been the same shit. And I love Predator 2. But that was similar to the first movie. All they did was just add a gang war. Predators, they're literally in the same they're in the fucking jungle of where the Predators live, but it's the same fucking movie. The Predator, it's overtly stupid. And with Prey, they actually took chances with it. I also think that people have a problem with it because the lead is, just like in Prey, the lead's a woman. I feel like there's a lot of things, I don't know, it's a lot of ickiness going on about films led by women. Like, oh, all films led by women are bad. I'm just like, Thunderbolts is led by a woman, and that's gonna make money.
Very well.
Where's your logic? Where's your logic? You know, where's your logic?
Aliens.
Made money.
Terminator.
Made money. Well, the first one, it was led by a woman, but Arnie took over as lead for the second movie.
Silence of the Lambs.
Same thing.
Thelma and Louise.
One of the defining examples of good feminist movies that are out there. That's
The Marvels.
like
Oh, wait.
Oh, you don't want to watch fucking the Marvels, but it's a bad example. But yeah, I'm just saying that it's just kind of ridiculous. People are bitching about this shit. I'm just like, I don't understand it. I really don't. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Again, they're not making the same movie over again. They're making a new movie, and it's refreshing to see a franchise that takes this many chances now. With Dan on board, I feel like it's going to have a brilliant future. I hope the movie's good. I really do. So, yeah, I hope it's great. Any thoughts about Predator? Soren?
Oh, it looks good. I hope that both that and the anime movie look pretty fun.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about Predators, or are we talking about something else?
Yeah.
We're talking about Predators. What do you think about it?
Oh, I liked it. So
yeah, a lot of people were bitching about it because of the design and the CGI. I was like, no, the movie's out in 6 months. That's not going to be what the fucking the design probably is finished project, but CGI, it's going to get better. It's 6 months.
And also, I'm just going to be real here. Like, I'd rather take the CGI in this movie than the CGI in Predators. Or not
Predators. The Predators CGI is very bad. Anything Robert Rodriguez
I'll take it back. The Predator, my bad.
The Predator had bad CGI. Very bad CGI.
I like Predators. So,
but it's just like, come on now. We're complaining about practical versus CGI. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm telling you, if it's a good effect, it's a good effect. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the only times I don't like CGI in like sci-fi or horror movies when it comes to gore. I feel like again, I'll talk about it when I get to Until Dawn, but when I saw Hard Eyes, I liked it. It's a fun little movie, but one of the things I didn't like was the CGI blood and the CGI gore. Like, I was explaining to my girl like two separate movies, which was The Thing and then The Thing for 2011, which I still like the one for 2011, but the CGI is what ruins it.
Yeah, to me, if it's a predator creature, it's okay that it's CGI as long as it looks good, Yeah. As long as it fucking looks good by the end, and I feel like the movie's gonna be great. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait. And plus, Elle Fanning needs this.
Same director, right?
Yeah, Stan Trachtenberg is directing this. That's I don't know why people are not trusting him, because this guy's a fucking visionary. He did 10 Cloverfield Lane, and then he followed it up with Prey, and they're both near masterpieces. This guy's a visionary, and they don't trust him. To me, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous because I bet you they're gonna prove. I bet you they're gonna prove him. No, not them. He's gonna prove them wrong again. And the comments at YouTube comments are just so bad because people these so-called Predator fans were shitting all over Prey, saying it looked like a fucking TV show, and they hated Naru. I'm just like, what the fuck did you watch compared to what I did? I was a big Prey supporter from day fucking one. I saw it day one on Hulu. It is probably my most liked review on Letterboxd. Some of the fucking crew members commented on my review saying I worked on this and I'm happy you enjoyed it. That's right. I got fucking people who worked, I believe, at Weta who liked my review. And Weta did the effects, I believe, for Prey. Come on. It's ridiculous. Oh, you sound like a kiss ass. No, I just loved Prey. So I'm looking forward to this.
What's wrong with being a Kiss addict? We like Kiss, the band.
I said kiss ass, not Kiss addict.
Well, Victor, you are a Kiss ass when it comes to Avatar.
Shut up.
And Lost. And Scream.
Notice how I didn't mention Lost yet until he did. My God, I haven't even mentioned Lost in about 3 weeks' time, and yet he's mentioning Lost. Wow. The great
what can I say?
You're like game, guys. Welcome to the fucking.
Well, Victor, you're like Victor, you're like most of my jealous ex-girlfriends. They bitch about what they and it's like you're the jealous ex-girlfriend and my dick is lost.
Take a drink. Take a fucking drink. Literally, Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about.
You're like my girl currently. She loves my dick, and so I want to date my dick lost. I want to tell her to get lost.
Oh my God, I don't need to hear that.
Well, that's what you're going to think about when you watch Lost from now on. You're welcome.
Get lost, Daddy.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
He took the headphones off.
Okay, so I guess since Victor's gone, I guess I can go over my topic. And and as I stated last week, I'm not continuing my best director marathon. But I do have a movie review, and it considers one of the most controversial filmmakers in recent memory.
Oh, who was that?
Lars
von Trier. And here we go again.
As soon as somebody clipped that "Get Lost, Daddy" for me. Thank you. But I knew when you said the movie that you were going to review, I thought to myself,
"Hey, Romy, you still here?"
Aneurysm.
Because I'm reviewing Nymphomaniac.
Ooh.
Now, love or hate Lars von Trier, he's always gone into some dark subject material in his movies, whether it be depression, sexual exploration, or murder. I've only seen one film of his prior to this, Melancholia, which I found an interesting film. But with this one, I've heard some of the most polarizing things.
You mentioned Melancholia? Bottom of the fucking barrel in terms of Kirsten Dunst movies, ranked last. By the way, happy almost birthday, Kirsten. It's her birthday tomorrow.
And some calls this a transition experience, while others just call it slow arty porn. As for me, I'm mixed on it. The first part I found fascinating, with a comedic performance by Charlotte Gainsbourg as she's rescued from the
Nymphomaniac. Oh hell no!
As she's rescued from the streets by Stellan Skarsgård and is told her life story. While a bit slow at times, I found the cinematography weirdly beautiful and the editing interesting.
I don't like his Dogma 95 shit. I really don't.
And by the end of it, I was eager to see what would happen next. But then something tragic happened. I watched part 2.
I heard part 2.
Well, I was wondering if you're reviewing both parts.
While I said the first part was a bit slow, this part I found to be aggravatingly slow. Seemed to drag on for the sake of it and left me skipping ahead a few seconds at a time. Not just that, while part 1 was someone was showed and shown the actual sex, this one at times felt like actual porn, especially when it came to her sessions with Jamie Bell's character.
Why the fuck is Jamie Bell in this? I thought
was it part 1 or part 2 when she got DP'd by 2 black dudes?
Part 2.
Oh, okay.
But what really
Of
ruined
course, you would know about that shit. Jesus Christ.
But what really ruined the whole experience is the ending.
Yeah, it's a fuck you. Just like every Lars von Trier movie, it's a big fuck you.
It looked like it was going to end with Gainsbourg at ease while having confessed everything to Sarsgaard's character and achieving the slightest glimmer of hope that she would be given a second chance in life.
Because Lars von Trier's a sick fuck. Fuck this guy. I hate that fucking Nazi bitch.
But then, after she goes to sleep, Sarsgaard, who has shown nothing but kindness and sympathy to her, suddenly and out of nowhere shows his true colors when he tries to rape her, so she shoots him and leaves. If the previous 2 hours weren't enough to make me turn on this movie, then that last minute certainly did. This is the epitome of why an ending can either make or break a movie. And this certainly broke
That's what I also believe in. I believe in that philosophy. Endings can make or break a movie. I believe in that philosophy as well.
And while I'll still give Lars von Trier's other work a chance in the future, this movie, as well as the polarized response to his other movies, make me kind of scared when I do.
Like I said before, House That Jack Built, Melancholia, that's it. I'm
You
done
know
with
what's
this
funny?
fucker.
House of Jack built. I thought I would like it. I thought
It's fucking abysmal. That's
I
like the
thought when
worst thing
Romy-
he's ever done.
Romy hyped it up in terms of how much he hated it. I thought it was just because we have differences of opinion on A24 movies, right? So I thought,
Well, that's IFC, but
I'll admit I watched it and I thought it was shit. Oh yeah, look at this, the Nymphomaniac remake produced by Sam Levinson, starred Sidney Sweeney.
I wouldn't be fucking surprised if he made shit like that. I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
How about no?
Knowing Sam Levinson and how he is, I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Especially
it could go either way.
Oh my god! If they ever never do that. Never do that.
I'll watch it.
No, of course you would, because you watch the fucking Mr. Squatch commercials because of her.
I watch anything she's in, even except Madam Web.
Madam Web, oh.
The less we say about that, the better.
Candy, thanks, baby.
It literally, I'm drinking Pepsi right now, and I'm still depressed.
I thought that was Ruffles.
Oh my god. I can't believe. Oh my god! With Lars von Trier, not only I hate his just personality, because he does shock value. Now look, I'm okay with movies having shocking scenes in it, but he just does it for the sake of doing it. If you're gonna do shocking shit, have a purpose. But with Lars von Trier, especially in The House That Jack Built, he just does it just to fucking do it. He does it for the sake of it. Yo, look at me. I'm edgy. It's like a fucking emo Hot Topic guy. For example, Schindler's List had a lot of shocking scenes in it, but it served a purpose. It served an absolute purpose. What about what do you call it? Silence of the Lambs with the Buffalo Bill and his vagina. It was shocking, but it had a purpose.
Saving Private Ryan.
It had a purpose.
To some extent, the Dark Knight movies.
Well, those are PG-13. Those are pretty tame. But yeah, all this. I can name you quite a few others as well that are pretty fucking violent or graphic in their nature.
Oh boy, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's just and RoboCop. RoboCop's a perfect example. It does it for the right reasons.
Clockwork Orange.
You could say anything Paul Verhoeven's done, really, because Paul Verhoeven is one of the most fucking extreme directors that we have. And it still surprises me that he's not getting that American movie that he was planning on doing off the ground. I forgot what it was called, but that next movie he was doing was supposed to be his Return to America. And it still hasn't been greenlit by any studio. I don't think a studio wants to fucking touch it, which is too bad because Paul Verhoeven, I take him over Lars von Trier. Yeah, his movies are violent. Yeah, his movies are shocking, but at least they have a purpose, except for Showgirls. Showgirls has no fucking purpose. That's not even his fault. Joe Esterhaas, who could after
have you ever reviewed Showgirls on here?
No, and frankly I don't plan to.
Oh, okay, it's on the wheel.
No, and I think it might be on the ban list. I think it might be on the blacklist. I have to check that one more time. But
why is it on the ban? Like,
because it's shit. It
Why
won
wasn't
the
this movie
Razzies
on the
for a
ban
fucking
list?
reason. It won the Razzie for a fucking reason.
Why wasn't the movie that we're talking about on the ban list?
No, because technically speaking, we did the original Blair Witch. That's why it's not on the again contractual obligation. We're not contractually fucking obligated to do Showgirls. And I never put that on the blacklist for simply put, because if I ever wanted to talk about the Blair Witch Project, I would rant about it. And that's what I did. And I'm going to talk about this piece of shit and rant about it more. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, the good thing is my girl will be here as long as she's awake by the time we get to that point.
Eli Roth, terrible filmmaker.
I like Eli Roth. Like he's made some decent movies.
Let's fucking Cabin Fever is a joke. It's a complete joke.
Cabin Fever's. If you're
Cabin
talking about
Fever.
if you're talking about what was it, the remake that he did, then I agree.
Pancakes. That's all I gotta say. Pancakes. And the guy and the kid doing kung fu. And then I heard Knock Knock. I've never seen Knock Knock, but I hear everybody who I know who's seen it, they hate it.
I love it.
Well, of course you do.
I have it on Blu-ray. Plus, you get to see Ana de Armas's ass, and she's topless.
The fucking To Catch a Predator. They always talk about everybody who's seen it rant about the To Catch a Predator scene and how this fucking script in that movie sounds illogical. It sounds.
You know what's funny too? I just thought about this. Keanu Reeves, spoiler alert, it's a 11-year-old movie, but he has a threesome with fucking Ana de Armas and Eli Roth's wife in the movie, right? And
well, she's not his wife anymore, his ex.
Well, yeah. But now, 11 years later, him and Ana de Armas are gonna get it on again in a different way at the ballerina movie.
I don't even know if that movie even looks any good, considering all the reshoots it had. I
don't. With sprinkles.
Oh God, chocolate with sprinkles. Give me a break, man. Oh God.
Oh yeah, it came out in 2015. My bad. I'm eating some cotton candy right now.
This is just. Ugh. Anyway, in terms of that Lars von Trier in general. No more with him. No, I'm done. I'm not gonna watch Breaking the Waves. I'm not gonna watch Dancer, especially not Dancer in the Dark. Hell no. After how he treated Bjork, hell no. Dogville, same thing. Apparently, like he treated Paul Bettany like a shit, and maybe Nicole Kidman. I haven't been able to cover about Nicole Kidman, but I know about Paul Bettany was fucking pissed off with him during the making of that movie. So fuck this guy. That's all I'm saying. And he has failed to make another movie after. How's that, Jack Bill? He did a fucking miniseries in his native. I think he's from the Netherlands. I think no, he's Danish. So the Norway. So you should just stay in his fucking country. Don't go to America. Just don't. Just don't. That's all I'm saying. Anything else, Soren?
Nah, I'm done.
Okay, Shade.
All right. That was going to be somewhat long. Give me a second because I just won. My character just won the Royal Rumble. Anyway. Do you want the game or do you want the TV?
Game.
All right. Not bad for the silence. Just, all right. There you go, baby. Anyway, all right, so I got 3 things to discuss. First is going to be I went to go see a few movies, but one I'll probably say for whenever we eventually review episode 3. 1 second.
Fucking book the nose. I hate ours.
But I did see the Until Dawn movie on Thursday opening night.
Yeah, it's such a fun movie, right? It's so fucking faithful to the games. You have 59% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
I really enjoyed it. And let's be fair, it has better.
Oh God, here we go.
it has a better critical score than Snow White, so that
It don't fucking matter. It's a piece of shit. 50% rating.
It's still a better overall movie than Snow White.
It excommunicated. Stop mentioning Snow White. We made a rule about
Oh
this.
yeah, my bad. Sorry, the movie's is better than cocaine. Anyway, cocaine on the ground.
Cocaine Bear, that piece of shit too.
Yeah, I like Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear is also better than cocaine on the ground. But is it one of is it gonna be one of my favorite movies of the year? No. Is it gonna be probably in my top 5 horror movies of the year? Probably not. Is it better than Hard Eyes? I liked it more than Hard Eyes. Is it faithful?
Hard Eyes had fucking better reviews. I think it's in the 80s on Rotten Tomatoes, maybe 70s. I don't quite remember.
I thought the gore was
81,
better.
81% rating.
I thought the gore was better than this. Right now, my favorite horror movie right now, I think this year it would be Sinners. Also my favorite movie. I was about to say Companion, but Sinners.
Companion's not a horror film. I think it's more of a thriller, but that's my overall favorite of the year as well.
But I did enjoy it. I do hope it does well, because for people who complained about the video, which I was one of them, without going into detail, they do leave it to where there is a possibility that if they do a sequel, it will be more true to the game's lore.
Why couldn't you just do it the first time? Jesus Christ.
Let's be honest here. A lot of like Minecraft movie, let's see, Super Mario Bros. I'm talking about the OG, Mortal Kombat. I've gotten to the point now where I expect a game to or a movie based on a video game to not fully go with the lore of the movie, because almost every fucking even movies that are more faithfully adapted to the games still have issues. Like, for example, Welcome to Raccoon City.
That movie's a piece of shit.
I think it's the best Resident Evil movie of them all, but that ain't saying much. And plus, they massacred my boy Leon, so that's where they have.
He was a fucking pussy in that movie.
Yeah, he was a big pussy. Now, was he timid in the game? Yeah, but I don't believe that this Leon is going to turn into the hardened Leon we get in RE4, even with the catchphrases. No thanks, bro. Anyway, my point is, I thought the performances were serviceable. I thought Peter Stormare was actually really good. He was probably the highlight of this movie, which honestly ain't saying much because he's probably the only known actor in this movie.
Yeah, Peter Stormare, he's been working for years.
I thought the creature designs were great. I thought the lore that they set up, while not being faithful to the games, I did like it. It reminded me a lot of Cabin in the Woods in just certain ways. Not that it's like a rip-off of Cabin in the Woods, but it gave me some remnants of it. And also, without giving too much away, everybody pissed off about Peter Stormare being just a clerk at a gas station. Give it a shot. I will say, to give it a shot, leave your expectations regarding the game out the door.
It's like you're telling me to shut my brain off. I can't do that. As I review Drop, I couldn't do that.
Well, this movie's not nothing that you're going to literally go in and be like, oh my God, this is thought-provoking. It's a good little popcorn horror film. I left it entertained. I'm not going to give it I'm not going to praise it to the moon, but I did enjoy it. The Accountant 2, while I will say that part of me still doesn't understand why there needed to be a sequel to this movie after watching it. Thank you.
Apparently a lot of people have said that the first movie left it open for more. I didn't really see that personally.
I didn't either, and I did enjoy it. It's not something that for example, if I did have A-list, I probably wouldn't have gone out of my way to see it. It probably would have just been something I would have waited to go on streaming. It's a fun little action film. It does build upon I thought, or Ben Affleck's character. I do love the chemistry between him and John Berthel. That's the highlight of the movie. But like the premise, everything, it feels like a million other movies have done it. They do tack a little bit more into the autism side of things. For those of you who do not know, with Christian Wolf's character in the accountant
He's
movie,
autistic.
yeah. So I do appreciate that as someone who has it, but again, it is something that I don't recommend watching. Like if you're going out and spending your hard-earned money, if you don't have A-list, if you don't have Regal Unlimited or whatnot, I wouldn't like. There are better movies right now that you could pay more money to see. But like as a follow-up, while it was unnecessary in my opinion, I had fun with it.
It's funny because I heard a lot of people saying it's better than the original. A lot of people have said that.
I really enjoyed the first one, and I haven't rewatched it. I should have probably rewatched it before I saw this one, because it's been a minute since I've seen it. But
It's also been a minute for me as well.
But it is something. What funny enough, what got me into watching that movie was the first trailer for it, where the song "Everything" or "Everything in Its Right Place" by Radiohead, which they used in Daredevil Born Again. I'm glad that song's getting a lot more praise. That's actually that's one of
Fuck Radiohead! Jesus Christ, they're so overrated.
You're overrated.
You said the same. They're not original. You just said overrated twice. I've said multiple times on this show that Radiohead is overrated. They have 2 good songs to their name. Everything else is fucking overproduced schlock.
All right, thank you. Victor thinks they're overrated. She said,
so
"How dare
overrated.
you?" Oh, all right.
Intellectual crap. It's like if our house movies were music.
Wait. What? Okay, let me ask you. I want to see your musical taste. What's your favorite rock band of all time?
Pearl Jam.
Okay.
Yep. You fucking got stumped,
okay.
motherfucker.
I will say this. They peaked at 10. They have good music, but
10
like,
is their best album, but that's 10 is their best album. They put out
like after that, they've only
Versus was good too.
Versus was good, but I feel like they've never they're like that. They're like, instead of being a one-hit wonder band, they're a one-album wonder band. Because
Remember the shit with Ticketmaster and all that other stuff. Pearl Jam didn't want fame. That's why No Code was the way it was, to piss people off, because they wanted the fame to back off. That's why No Code was like that.
I can't talk too much shit about Pearl Jam because one of my favorite songs of all time, Jeremy, is there, so I can't. What's your number 2?
Number 2. Well, Blink-182, I'd probably say.
Oh, what the fuck? That explains so much about you, Victor.
And Green Day. I like Green Day.
That also explains that. Okay, you want to hear an overrated band? Green Day is next to Linkin Park. Is some of the most overrated. Like literally,
you're overrated.
Dookie was their best album. I don't care what anybody says. American Idiot was overrated. 21st Century Breakdown was better than.
My God, you're an American idiot.
He called you an American idiot.
Oh, you're doing just fine here. Okay. You get better. Yeah, that's deserved. I'll give him that. I'll get him back later, but I'll let him have his moment. Hear that, David? You little poor fuck. Listen to Soren when you want to come up with good birds. I'm sure he won't say the same bird 500 times. Little twerp. Anyway. All right, so
Gilmore was nominated for MTV Movie Award and was nominated for Razzies, like worst actor. I'm sorry.
Well, okay. I think Hybrid Theory was their best album with Linkin Park. After basically, I've said they sold out when they started doing Transformers stuff, and their music sucked until basically the end.
Jesus Christ.
And that's why Linkin Park's overrated. I think at
least they actually put out good music. Radiohead has only 2 fucking good songs to their name. At least they have 2. Linkin Park had 2 to 3 maybe even 4 great albums. Radiohead has only 2 fucking songs.
Which songs are they?
Creep and High and Dry. That's it.
Everything in its right place is a great song. I don't care what anybody says. I think that's my favorite song of theirs.
I love Vanilla Sky, but when that song plays in Vanilla Sky at the beginning of that movie, when Tom Cruise is waking up and everything, and I love Vanilla Sky, but my God, when I heard that song come on, I was like, oh fuck this for a second there.
Everything in its right place.
Yeah, it plays the beginning of Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla Sky. I haven't seen that in a long ass time.
I love Vanilla Sky. It's a fucking great movie.
Never mind. Anyway, okay, so outside of that, those are the 2 movie reviews. I wouldn't, like I said, nothing's top Sinners. I'm hoping Thunderbolts does.
It's funny because nothing's topped Companion for me yet, so I feel very similarly.
Well, like Companion, I will rewatch Companion because it's on Max. I do want to watch it again.
I want to get the 4K eventually, but I'm gonna wait till it goes down in price.
Well, yeah, Walmart doesn't fucking have them, so we have to go with Amazon and hope they got them.
Fuck Amazon. Fuck Amazon. I might as well wait.
Either Amazon
go on Groove, maybe. I don't fucking know.
Now, the other thing I wanted to discuss, I talked about it last Wednesday or Thursday on Mr. Money's, our King of Spades AD's channel. Shout out to him. And it's been the talk of the town the last couple of days. And that is the return of a show that some of you may not have been familiar with back in the day. Any OGs out there, I love you. But on Wednesday, May 14th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time will be the return of the Hangman Outcast right here on the Network 3000 channel. It's going to be chaotic. There's going to be. I've always said it won't be for the faint of heart. So if you hate name calling, shit talking, all that sort of stuff, I'd say.
Granted, if you feel the same way, you wouldn't have a good time with our show because I fucking name call a lot of people.
Well, no, this will do it worse. Where I'd be like, your mother's a whore, your father's a bastard, your sister's a cunt, your brother sleeps with your sister, all this other stuff. Yes, Jose's one of the OGs. There we go. Jose would be an OG. But yes, now I will say this though, it is going to be solely me hosting. Tom will not be there as far as a co-host. He may pop in every so often. David will not be a co-host. I will be the sole host of the show. However, I will be bringing people on, and maybe people that some people may think is controversial. But we are all using it for entertainment purpose. At the end of the day, if anybody's feelings are hurt, well, tough titty. And before we, Wednesday, and I'll show you the logo. As you can see there, it's on the channel as well if you want to look at it in more fuller detail. But it'll be a Wednesday night show. Now. If anything were to change with work, what I may do is I may have it as a show after the popcorn panel. But that will depend. We'll see what happens in the month of May. I was gonna put it on the. I was gonna schedule it on the. What was it? I was gonna do it on the 7th, but hopefully, unless my other job has an issue with this, I will be working the Stain concert next week.
The nose is driving me nuts. Oh.
So that is something to look forward to. So you'll be getting double of me on Tuesdays and Wednesdays with the popcorn panel and of course the Hangman Outcast. Other than that, that is the end of my topics.
One more thing I want to mention. I know Jared's not here, but to me, I'm befuddled by what Shout Factory did today. I'm befuddled. Why is Alexander getting a 4K? Why?
Because it has a cult following.
Yeah, even though the movie has a reputation for sucking.
Try telling that to Jared.
Oh, jeez. I just want my Bring It On 4K. I just want it now. Shout.
Of course you
shout.
do.
Or then again, they're releasing Ace Ventura on 4K, so
Yes, I'm excited about that.
we'll see about that. And Abigail's coming to 4K here in the States as well through Shout. They just announced that.
Are you when you get to Bring It On 4K, are you gonna rub your balls on it?
No, because frankly, we would get flagged if we did that.
I'm not saying to rub your balls on stream, you weirdo. Oh, speaking of which, one last thing I'll say. There's also going to be on the Hangman Outcast episode 1. There's going to be a live sex celebration.
Oh God!
Yes, my girl and I are going to get it on camera, and it's going to be glorious because we thought, what has not been done on the Hangman Outcast? Not only that, but on the Network 3000. I said, well, a live sex celebration. One second before we go any further. So yeah, hold on a sec. So yeah, baby. Oh wait, you went to the other room. 1 second. I opened the door for nothing because she didn't hear me. You heard me? So what? So you ready for the live sex? The camera's on. The live sex celebration.
Hey, live sex celebration.
Ready to get it on camera?
All right.
Yeah,
But it won't actually be on camera, right?
No, it'll be on camera.
Oh,
We're just going. It's gonna be on camera. It's gonna,
Am I getting paid for this?
I don't know, David. You gonna pay her?
Oh my
Well, maybe I
God!
can pay
Oh
I can
God!
pay you
No!
with this dick.
Hey, you're not allowed to fuck on camera. He wouldn't even fucking say that.
Oh no, I already told David. I already told David earlier in a call, and he was like, "Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh." I wish I had the Jesus picture right now, David. But that's actually my phone contact photo. Like whenever he calls now, I have it as my contact. Oh yeah, I gotta show you the Jesus picture I have as my contact, sweetie. Anyway, my point is, though,
you would your teabag a drum.
well, I would teabag the drum step, but I don't have a fucking. I don't have.
Oh God, I love Step Brothers.
But yeah, David was like, she was the booty.
Why do you sound like Mr. Burns here?
Well, that's gonna be David when he loses half his hair and gets old.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But yeah, he's like, show the boo butthole, yeesh.
God damn.
He's gonna be so excited. He told me how hard he was when we discussed. I was like, whoa, David, calm the fuck down, man. When I have to tell David to calm the fuck down, that's bad. But yeah. You're referring to
like I said, I wouldn't do that with my 4Ks. I never teabag any of my 4Ks.
I know. I'm gonna let it cool off for a moment.
I don't do that.
I'll come back and get you, sweetie, whenever we get to the review. By the way.
Oh jeez.
I'll bring the computer.
Now,
the laptop in here.
Since we're all done, I guess this leaves me enough time to talk about this. To think I have to review this piece of shit. Well, not again, but I have to revisit this piece of shit franchise again because of our contractual obligation rule. The point is, I'm just gonna quote Heat again, just like last week, because he has been very fresh in my mind still after a week.
She's got a great ass, and you have your head all up in it.
It's you have your head all the way up it. That's the line, but no. In terms of this movie, give me all you got. Give me all you got. This is Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2.
You've heard the stories.
A brutal murder in the Black Hills discovered today.
You've witnessed the horror. Now, police have arrested 17-year-old Jeff
drove into evil.
Look into the face of evil. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 27th.
Oh,
Even though this has no Book of Shadows in the movie.
And not only that, Jeff was not age 17. He was at least a fucking college student. He didn't even look 17. This is stupid marketing campaign, just like the stupid first one's marketing campaign, but we'll get to that. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 is an American horror film directed by Artisan Entertainment, Joe Berlinger, written by Artisan Entertainment, Dick Beebe and Joe Berlinger, produced by Artisan Entertainment, Bill Caro, starring Kim Director, Jeffrey Donovan, Erica Leeson, Tristan Schuyler, and Stephen Barker Turner, released on October 27, 2000 by, Artisan Entertainment. Budget was $15 million, made $47.7 million. Technically, it was a success. And the fact that this thing was a success bothers the piss out of me. Anyway, if fucking internet would fucking load for a fucking second. Oh, God, I'm already into shouting obscenities because of this fucking, oh, God. Anyway. And, by the way, Soren's right. There is no Book of Shadows in a movie called Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Fucking misleading title. As it follows the twisted path traveled by 5 people fixated on the Blair Witch Project, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2 journeys into a dark and this dangerous place where the line between truth and fiction blurs and perhaps vanishes altogether. Individual perception grows increasingly untrustworthy as the film's protagonists find themselves caught in a vortex of unspeakable evil, the origins of which, human or supernatural, remain chillingly uncertain. 14% rare on Rotten Tomatoes. On Metacritic, it has 15. On IMDb, it has a 4 out of 10. And on Letterboxd, it's a 1.9. That just goes to show you how fucking terrible this movie is.
Not to mention, Cinema Score has a D-.
Oh, okay. Before I get started, I've already mentioned what I feel about the Blair Witch Project. I think it's a piece of shit scam movie. But you already know that. Go watch the review. But I want to go to these two because they weren't there for the episode. So I guess Soren, you'll go first. What do you think about the Blair Witch Project?
Well, a bit slow at times. I found a pretty interesting experiment.
Interesting. The least, the adjectives. I'm gonna go fucking heel turn. This is pretty much me going into fucking heel. There's no interesting thing about it. Oh, the characters are all unlikable. They're shouting half the damn time. Josh! Josh! Josh!
Yes!
Oh, God, I can't believe I mentioned Josh again.
Hey, ever seen that Nickelodeon sitcom called Drake and Josh?
Oh! I'm already losing it. Every time 30 seconds in.
Who's the guy who did the Chronicle and Fan Four Stick? Josh!
Oh, God.
Josh!
God, who gets the Josh treatment in this movie? That would be something I would like to talk about later. Who gets the Josh
treatment? Daniels in the MCU? Josh Brolin.
Oh, God. What do you think about the Blair Witch Project, Chayton?
Are you talking the original?
The original, because you weren't there. Talk about your thoughts on it. You weren't there on the first when we did the first movie, so talk about it here.
I will say this. I've always found the Blair Witch Project very overrated. I don't understand. Granted, I was probably 4 or 5 when this came out. So like I was someone who didn't watch it till years later, and it was something. It was kind of like The Exorcist. Now, granted, I like The Exorcist, but
I love The Exorcist.
It was something that was hyped up for so many years, and then I watch it, and I'm like, that's it,
Well, at least that The Exorcist was fucking scary.
I found The Exorcist 3 scarier, if I'm being honest. But like in regards to the Blair Witch Project. Too bad we don't have it, but I would compare it to. I'd basically say it in the same way Brian explained it to that blind dude at the movie theater on Family Guy.
Yeah.
The main character was played by Josh Hartnett.
Wait. Who the fuck?
During the end credits of Polar Express, you get to hear the amazing vocals of Josh Groban.
Oh my God, no!
And the movie
Oh.
Frozen, Olaf.
No, Josh Gad, okay? Jesus Christ. What am I going to do with you?
Victor, are you a fan of Josh Peck?
Oh my God. Y'all are ridiculous. No, but I'm a fan of Josh Allen from the Bills. Ugh. This
Wait, they get Weapons starring Josh Brolin.
Ugh. Y'all are
In the movie
ridiculous,
Big,
bro.
Tom Hanks plays a guy named Josh.
Oh my God. It's this.
Yeah,
this
Jose's
fucking...
right. The show's turned into the Josh panel.
Jesus Christ. This is annoying. Shut up!
Oh wait. Baby, what do you think of the original Blair Witch Project?
I think people maybe like within the last 10 years. I thought it was okay. Like, I thought it was cool. I got really into the lore from watching part 2.
The first one was a torturous sit. Characters were unlikable. The fucking camera work is horrific. Has a nothing ending, and all they do is scream and yell at each other and say the word "fuck" every half a sentence. Then again, it's no different compared to here. On here, every week I say the word "fuck" every half a sentence. So what do I know? But
Victor, quit joshing me and get to the point.
Okay, I'm just gonna get to Book of Shadows.
I got to say the word fuck more than they say the word Josh.
God, like I said before.
Take a shot every time you hear the word Josh in this video.
Oh, my nose is killing me. Right when I had to do a fucking review. This is what I get for watching this piece of shit. Oh, God. But, so I'll say this up front. This movie is the best in the Blair Witch trilogy, which is not saying much because it's still a fucking abomination. It's fucking abysmal. It's terrible. I hate it.
You hate it and you don't like it?
Yes, I hate it and I don't like it. But this
Tell us how
movie...
you really feel, Victor.
Okay, I'll start off with something. I'm not gonna call this a positive because I had no fucking positives with this movie, but I'll say this movie had potential with the story that it had. It did. It had potential. Talking about these group of people who were so obsessed with the movie, thought it was real, and God, that's how I feel about this piece of shit. But who you know, these people who are crazy about the Blair Witch Project. And the opening scene with all the news footage, I actually think that actually was kind of clever. The news footage and all this other stuff, and the people talking about how they felt about the Blair Witch Project. I believe that was in the. I have to talk about this, but the reason why this movie fucking stinks is because Artisan Entertainment fucked with this movie so hard. This is not the director's vision. It's not. In fact, the director has gone on record saying this is not his vision. He's disowned the movie. He completely disowned it. It's to the point where on the DVD there's an audio commentary where he openly shits on the changes Artisan made. A fucking commentary was
MS-3K on his own movie.
Victor, when you said they fucked the movie so hard, did they use lube?
No, they fucked it hard.
So you're saying the DVD has the MST3K track?
Oh, I don't know if he's riffing on it, but he certainly roasts it. So now that Artisan Entertainment, back when this movie came out, was going to come out, the filming apparently, they let the director film what he wanted to film, right? But what happened was that Artisan Entertainment was not happy with the movie. They were not happy with the final cut. They wanted him, they reshot scenes behind his back to add more traditional horror elements because it's supposed to be an unconventional horror film. So they added more traditional horror elements, namely the footage you see throughout where the characters. This is already I'm gonna ruin the entire outcome of this damn movie. The the scenes where it cuts back and forth with the people, getting killed, the campers getting killed, and they're all over the place, like that fucking, because you know why they added that in? Because they thought the movie wasn't bloody enough. They thought the movie was not bloody enough. Arts and entertainment, you're a fucking hack. And also exposit the opening, not the opening scene, because I said the opening scene was actually, if there's a positive I can have with this movie, it's that opening scene where they're talking about the hype that the Blair Witch Project had and the people talking about it and the popularity of it, and for both sides, what people feel about it, if they loved it or they hated it or they thought it was real or not real. But the fucking psychologist, the fucking shit scenes with Jeff in the psychiatric hospital, that was a fucking reshoot. That was a fucking reshoot. That wasn't meant to be there.
And you want to know who edited this movie? Sarah Flack, who's worked with Sofia
Coppola several times, starting with Lost in Translation, which is a movie I don't like, and I don't like Marie Antoinette either. But I liked the Beguiled. That was good. The Bling Ring was okay. So she's worked with him before. She also worked with Steven Soderbergh on The Limey. So this is a good editor we're talking about. And I don't think the editing in this movie, I think it's not her. I think artists that edited the movie themselves. I really do.
That's actually one of my main issues with this movie is the editing.
Because the editing is fucking horrific. I bet you, because knowing how Sarah Flack edits movies, this is not her editing style. This feels like
my girl who loves this movie with a passion. She said her only issue is really the editing.
Like, look at the jump cuts of the campers getting killed. That's unnecessary. Like, why are we jump cutting every 5 seconds to that? And the scene, remember the scene in the campfire where it just cuts randomly to, like, it feels like several scenes attached together. It's just like, come on.
Is the editing as bad or worse than Resident Evil: The Final Chapter?
I can't comment on it. I can't comment. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I have to I got the 4K. I've been meaning to rewatch it because that movie's unwatchable because of the editing.
But yeah, the editing in this movie is pretty fucking bad. And I think it's because the studio edited the movie. But let's talk about the fucking characters in this movie. Because the characters are all not good. They're not good. Just like in the first movie, the characters are not good. And the second one, these characters are not good. But I think
this overly goth chick.
Well, there's two overtly goth chicks, so you gotta be specific.
My
Lucy Loud look cuckoo.
My girl's doing her fist at you.
Cuckoolandis.
Say that again, Soren, because Shane was talking over
you.
This
chick would make Lucy Loud look like Unikitty.
Which one? Which character?
The one goth chick.
Kim or Erica? They're both overtly goth. You gotta be specific.
Erica, the psychic.
No, that's Kim. Write that down. It was Kim. It was not Erica.
Yeah, Kim makes Lucy Loud look like Unikitty.
So Soren, Erica's not goth. She's a witch. That's what my girl said.
Yeah, and she's Discount Ginger. She's like Robin Tunney from The Craft and Catherine Isabel and Ginger Snaps. Combine them together, take out all the personality, and you get Erica.
Hey, she got some nice tits, though.
That's not her tits, believe it or not, because I think that was I think that was a double. I think that was a double because every time, like the shit in the online, the tape, it looks overtly edited to me, and in the other scenes where she's naked, you don't see her boobs. So I think that was a double, and they just attached her fucking face on it in the editing room. I think that's what happened here.
I'm gonna take a half star just off of my review just for that.
Sorry, but I have to tell the truth on this show. So because at
least Sydney Sweeney's tits are real.
For fuck's sake, with Sydney Sweeney, stop.
Hey, you talk about Lost, I talk about Sydney Sweeney. We have our own obsessions.
And I talk about I don't have my own gimmick.
But I'll talk about the characters individually real quick. Jeff, who was probably the most best-known actor in this movie because he was on Bird Notice. I think he was on Bird Notice. And
I saw Bird Notice before I saw this movie. When I saw Blair Witch 2, I was like, hey, that's the guy from Bird Notice.
And he's not good in this movie. He just like the acting in this movie is fucking amateur. The best actor in the entire movie in terms of performance, I think it might be Kim. Actually, I think she has the best performance.
Fall off in 3 days.
What?
What'd you say?
Your balls will fall off in 3 days.
Oh, and my girl does practice witchcraft, so if your balls fall off, you have no one to blame but yourself.
But yeah,
Huh?
it's just.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, like I think Kim's the best actress in the entire movie because she's not sure it's still bad, but like, and there's moments where she had potential. And Kim, the actual actors who play Kim, but they all have the real names except their last names are changed. Or in the case of Steven, his middle name is changed, but he has the same last name. But everyone else has their last name changed. But Kim went on to be an Inside Man, Spike Lee's joint from 2006, which I remember her being solid in. I haven't seen it in a while. Of course, Jeff was in Burn Notice. And Erica was actually in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake from 2003. So much improvement there. And then the other two, I don't even think they did anything else after this because they were the worst performances. Steven and Tristan, they were fucking abysmal. They were so bad.
He sounded like he didn't
give a fuck. He sounded like he didn't want to fucking be there.
He sounded like if Patrick was in a horror movie from
Hey, SpongeBob. I'm scared.
With those tapes.
Oh God, the last scene where he goes insane. Oh God,
with those tapes.
Oh God, this movie is terrible.
What about the cop?
Oh, the cop! He's so bad, but at least he's funny.
Disemboweled. Like now, open. Now, I'll use my own line, but I told her.
What even is that performance?
When he was great because I think he knew what type of movie he was in. He's like, open that goddamn door. So I was like, I told my girl, I said, now you go on and open them goddamn legs.
The sheriff is so bad, but at least he knows what kind of movie he's in. He knows the piece of shit. And he's just, and it's fucking hilarious. He is hilarious. This is my favorite line. This is my favorite line of his during Kim's interrogation.
Lenny Flaherty.
You think your makeup and your black clothes
raise your power, but no, you're just a scared, cowardly little girl underneath all that.
That's a guy's name in the comments. Rest in peace to him, by the way.
But the sheriff is fucking hilarious.
Probably the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
If I had to say anything good about it, because I think he knows what kind of movie he's in, I guess I'll say the sheriff, even though it's not much. But the sheriff was funny, and to say, turn on the TV, turn on the TV. Turn on the damn television.
Even in every woman.
The sheriff is so funny.
Even the other for a little longer.
Oh my God. I'm surprised that they only put one quote of the sheriff on fucking IMDb because all of his line delivery. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Anyway, the sheriff, even though he's a character, is pretty shit. But, Colonel Sanders minus 2.0. He's kind of like Colonel Sanders.
Actually, yeah.
But yeah, I mentioned Jeff. He's the main character, kind of. He's like a guy who went into
Jeff. Oh wait, that doesn't have.
My name is Jeff. Fucking he's a psychiatric patient, a former psychiatric patient, and he's obsessed with the first movie to the point where he thinks it's real, and he orchestrates a tour where they're gonna look at the locations of the Blair Witch and try to find the Blair Witch, see if it's real or not. And with him, obviously, are two graduate students, Steven and Tristan. Tristan is the pregnant one. Steven's just the student, I guess. Erica's the witch. She's the Wiccan. And Kim's the goth, she just says the reason why she's there is because the movie was cool, but she didn't think it was real. And she has psychic abilities, which they don't even they don't even hint at it. It's just like they just put the psychic shit in there just because. I bet you that was a fucking reshoot because I bet you it's not even there in the theatrical cut. Well, the original cut.
I will say this about Kim though. I didn't like her. I thought she was. So I was eating a pizza roll. I thought she was probably the best acted in the movie.
That's what I said. She's the best. She's not good, but she's the best acted.
But I will say though, She has the most stereotypical gothic introduction in the world.
Jesus
where
Christ! She's in a
laid down
tombstone and
on
she's
the headstone
smoking.
at a cemetery.
My God, dude! It's
Now,
just
granted, I lost my virginity at a cemetery, so
These were like the goth kids of the late 90s and the early 2000s, you know?
yeah.
Like, I wasn't even there yet, but people did hang out in graveyards.
Well, yeah, I did too. That was in the later 2000s. My point is, though, is that we, we have, we had the most stereotypical, like, hey, look, she's God, look at her. I said, the only thing that was missing was her, like, having a Marilyn Manson shirt and or listening to Marilyn Manson. Marilyn Manson was in the movie, like in the music.
and guess what? That was one of the things artists have changed. It wasn't supposed to be there. Artisan said, fuck it, you're going to open with Marilyn Manson because he's popular. I'm not saying Marilyn Manson has bad music. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying the music is shit because Marilyn Manson has good music. But what I'm saying is that you're fucking with the director's vision. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, it was supposed to be Frank Sinatra, but like I'm not saying the song that they chose isn't bad, but to me it doesn't fit the movie because the song is called Disposable Teens. They're not teenagers. I already mentioned this already. Jeff is not 17. He looks like a college kid. And the rest of them are graduate students, so they're at least in their late, like early to mid 20s. So much for being disposable teens, right? Anyway, but yeah, and also okay. Another thing I'll mention that I guess I'm not gonna say this is good because it's no bearing on the fucking movie whatsoever. The soundtrack is, even though it is all forced by the studio, they actually have some pretty good bands on it. System of a Down, Queens of the Stone Age. At the Drive-In, Elastica, they have a lot of good stuff on there.
Queen Stone Age overrated. Anyway,
what that song that they did that was in the movie that
was
pretty good.
That was good, but I like it's like them and Rage Against the Machine are some of the most overrated bands I've ever. Anyway, well, I do want to let my girl continue to play some more of the game. So I like if for a moment. You want to give your thoughts on the movie, my love?
Yeah, it's been one of my favorites since I've seen it, but I also originally saw it with like the I think it's the DVD cut that has like the hidden messages and stuff that you can find in it. So I think that makes it a lot more fun when you watch that way. But overall, like, yeah, it's campy, yeah, it's bad, but
it's shit.
But I really, really enjoy like the subject matter behind it, and like how they did take kind of a funny approach, especially for that time. And I did enjoy that they incorporated people that I could identify with, such as the goth girl and the witch.
So what rating would you give it, like out of 5?
Out of 5? Like, can I do half stars? Like a 3.5?
Yeah. All right. I don't know if we got to the step up. I want to give her so she gets 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
3 out of 10 at best.
No, that's being generous, Soren. That's being fucking generous compared to what I'm gonna give it.
Yeah, but yeah, I just wanted her to give her thoughts. Like, we can still continue to talk about it. I just want to give her thoughts that way.
So I was mentioning Jeff. I never seen Burn Notice. I heard it's a good show, but in this movie, I'm just going to judge it based on his performance. I'm sure he's good on Bird Notice, but in this movie, Jeff is shit. He's awful. And then, like, he has this weird his Boston ass accent. It sounds like he's from The Departed at times. It's so bad. Erica, like I said before, the character, at least, she is Ginger from Ginger Snaps and Robin Tunney's character, Sarah from The Craft. Put them both in a blender, take out all the charisma, take out all the humor, and you get Erica. That's pretty much what this is. I mean, as for her performance, she's overacting. She's like the most, like, you know, there are 2 worst performances compared to her, but I think she overacts the most. Like in the scene, oh fuck, what's the scene? When she's doing the fucking ritual after she gets all like, she starts to realize that shit's going down when she does that ritual and she just like bobbing her head back and forth like this. I don't even remember the lines, but like It's overacting as hell, dude. It's like it's so overacting. Like, dude, it's so bad. As for Steven, terrible. Just a terrible character and one of the worst performances I've ever seen. Like, my God. Especially at the end, dude. The last shot of the movie of his it's laughable. It's laughably bad. It's so bad. But I don't think it's as bad as Tristan. I think she has the worst performance. I don't even know what the fuck this performance is. I don't even know if I can even call it a performance. I mean, it is terrible. Like, my God. And she's supposed to be the most sympathetic character because she's the pregnant one. And yet I don't give a shit about her character. And I love it how they don't really mention the pregnancy. They mention the pregnancy just randomly. Oh, she's pregnant. Just out of the blue. Just, oh, she's pregnant. They don't tell you up front that she's pregnant. You just, oh, she's pregnant. And then like 5 minutes later, she gets a fucking miscarriage. Just for shock value. She gets fucking...
Speaking of movies done with shock value.
Like, and then she sees all these fucking visions and shit. I'm just like, oh God, dude, it's so bad. But yeah, the sheriff, like I said, he's probably the best character in the whole movie. I'm gonna be completely honest. Because he's so done with their horse shit. He's just so fed up with it. And again, he plays it so comically. I love it. I absolutely love it. What do you think about the characters?
They're all laughable. Especially Erica.
Overacting, like I said. I would write down the fucking quote with the fucking ritual she said, but I don't have it on me right now. But yeah, it's just like she's the one who has the most overacting in the entire movie, dude. Yeah. As for the dialogue, terrible dialogue, dude. It's so bad. Like I said before, the fucking sheriff, bad dialogue, but again, here's the thing though. Like I said, Artisan Entertainment reshot the scene, so they probably rewrote the fucking movie. As for who wrote the movie, Berlinger wrote it, but he also was written by Dick Beebe, who wrote a movie that I absolutely love, the 1999 remake of House on Haunted Hill. And I really want to know what the fuck happened. Yeah, I know it's probably not his fault. Artisan rewrote the fucking thing, but like House on Haunted Hill was actually a well-written movie compared to this. It really is, you know? But with this, some of the shit that comes out of our mouths, like for example, I'll give you a good example in the campfire scene. I'll give if I can fucking find the quote, I had it on me. Okay, yes. In the campfire scene, Steven asks, how many Heather Donahues does it take to screw in a light bulb? Jeff asks, how many? Just one! Just one! Because it's mimicking Heather screaming, and because Heather screamed way too much. I don't need to mention Josh again. I can't. No.
Is this gonna be the new Forever?
Fuck off!
Okay, no.
I can't right now. I can't. I really can't. No.
This world is never enough. All right, we're going.
Oh God, help me.
Oh, sorry.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad. Oh yeah, I'm gonna rip your head off. Then fucking do it. I think that's at the end of the movie. Oh God, it's so bad dialogue. It's so bad. I remember the scene where Kim is at the convenience store and she's talking to Peggy and she's trying to pay for her beer, and that is just so bad. That is just so bad.
That scene was funny as fuck.
Like this movie's trying to be like hip and cool. Like it's trying to be like it's trying to be like a Kevin Williamson or Joss Whedon script, but it doesn't understand Kevin Williamson or Joss Whedon dialogue. They really don't.
I will cut you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's so... Oh, God. I'm trying to find the energy of the grave to stand up. I'm exhausted. I've been on the road for 2 days straight. That's in the introductory scene of Kim when she's in the tombstone laying down and smoking. But again, my favorite line, wipe that shit off your face.
See, all was missing was her fondling herself while she was on the graveyard. That would make her even more goth.
Oh,
That probably was the X-rated version.
what'd you say?
All that was missing was her fondling herself at the graveyard. That would have made her even more goth. That would have made her, as Bubbles would say in fucking Powerpuff Girls, hardcore.
Oh, it's not even as good. It's not even Aaron Sorkin. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? Here's another one. Here's another scene. Where they're in Jeff's house, the fucking power plant, nuclear power plant or whatever. And he's like, you're walking into the official Blair Witch store. Come on in, everybody. This is where it all begins. This is the epicenter of the Blair Witch Hunt website. Let's see now. I got my sticks. You could touch these. They're for the stick men. Don't touch those. Those are trying. What else? Jeff, did you collect all these in the Black Hills? Yeah, every single twig. Over here we got rock formation.
Victor,
oh my God, who made that?
Phone.
Oh,
Victor,
what?
I'm gonna hop on my phone. I'll be right back.
It's we're all virgins on this bus. I can't believe I forgot about that line. We're all virgins on this bus. And then Wicked good. This is the type of dialogue we're dealing with, guys. This is the type of dialogue we're dealing with. Anyway, as for the story, because of it getting interfered with by the studio, I can't tell you what really much. I don't even know if anything happens in this movie, really, because they go out on the campfire, they hang out, they get drunk, really, really, really drunk, and then they're hungover the next day, and all their shit, all their camera is destroyed, their equipment is destroyed.
If only they did that to the actual cameras on the set of this movie.
That would make it a hell of a lot easier to deal with. I really would. But and this is where the fucking psychic shit happens, because Kim knows where Jeff's cameras are at, and then Tristan suffers from her miscarriage, and then she starts seeing ghosts and shit, which apparently was not in the final cut, because they didn't. All the ghost shit was all studio mandated. That was not in the actual movie. It was Book of Shadows was supposed to be a more psychological movie. It was not supposed to be dealing with the supernatural shit. It was supposed to be a much more psychological movie about these people. At least to me, about these. It's kind of mocking to me. I feel like it was mocking the Blair Witch Project. At least that's what I think. He wanted to, in some ways, do it. Like parody the movie and make fun of the people who thought the fucking thing was real. He said, quote, at least in terms of his cut, he said, quote, on one hand, Blair Witch 2 works as a standard horror movie, but it's also a meditation on violence in the media and the nature of fanaticism and obsession and the dangers between blurring the lines of reality and fiction. That's interesting. It's too bad the studio fucked that up and added more supernatural shit in the movie just to, make it more scary. Oh God, I'm gonna sneeze. This movie's making me sneeze. Fuck.
Even though it's about as scary as a My Little Pony episode.
Oh, that's another thing. This movie's not scary. Just like the first movie, it's not scary. Fuck. Oh. Oh God, boogers are coming. Oh God, I need tissue. Oh God, no. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh
God. Yeah. I'm like all alone. I think I just figured something out, Beavis. What? This sucks. Yeah, it really sucks. This sucks more than anything that ever sucked before. You gotta get shot up her that chick's boobs also they're pretty hot. Yeah, but too bad I couldn't save this movie. Yeah, right.
Anyway.
Oh God, I went to go sneeze. Oh fuck.
Oh, I thought you left because you saw my name on my logo. Victor, look at my logo.
I'm already fucking sneezing. Fuck. People are
Forever.
laughing now. Oh God, no. Oh God.
Forever young.
No.
I'm gonna be
Forever young.
Oh God, no. Oh God.
I don't know the rest.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the fucking stupid shit with the supernatural stuff that was added in post and in reshoots and in bad and again, it was supposed to be more psychological movie. That's what the original director intended. But
Yeah, I left. I had to hop on my phone because I'm taking my dog out. So.
And another thing too was that the interrogation scenes were all supposed to play at the end of the movie. They were all that's how it originally was, but no, you needed to be fucking vignettes because it was supposed to be a linear narrative, but it keeps cutting back and forth between time, like if it's fucking Lost or whatever. There you go. I mentioned Lost. Take a drink. But yeah, it's just really just. Oh, let's talk about the third act because the first two acts I feel nothing. Like I feel numb when I watch it. Like I don't feel anything. I don't feel angry. I don't feel happy. I don't feel scared. I don't feel any of that. But the third act just makes me angry. And this ending, had the director got his way, and maybe the movie would have been executed a little bit differently, like they take out all the supernatural shit, this ending could have been really good. But no, as it plays, because the fucking supernatural shit is all over the damn movie, and they manipulate the audience, the ending is awful. It is so bad. It's like a fuck you of a finish. Again, it would have worked if, again, the director got his way, it was shown in chronological order, and they took out all the supernatural shit. And it was a much more psychological movie about the violence. And what it was trying to say about violence in the media. Because remember, this movie came out 1 year after Columbine. So in some ways, you could argue this movie, the original cut, was supposed to be commentating on Columbine, right? So if that were to be the case and the original director got his way, I think the ending could have been really good. But as it stands, the ending fucking stinks. What do you guys think about the ending?
I agree with that because yeah, it's crazy. It's this year it was perfect that we reviewed it this year because it's celebrated 25 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that maybe it's the Blair Witch that manipulated the footage, but at this point,
No. I feel like the original cut, like the whole stuff with Tristan getting possessed, I don't think it was supposed to be there. I bet you that was a fucking reshoot. And they ruin the entire ending because the Blair Witch manipulated the tapes or whatever. No, I think it would have been better if they showed them killing her because they went so insane because of Blair Witch and they get arrested for their crimes. That would have been a much better ending. That would have been much better. And it fits tonally with the film. But no, we add all the supernatural shit and it ruins the ending. Candyman logic 101. Fucking bullshit ass, no logic, bullshit. Just like drop.
Wait a second, you should don't you dare talk shit about Candyman, you motherfucker.
No logic in that movie either. No logic.
Take the sunrise.
No.
You shut wait.
Look what you fucking did.
There we go.
Fucking did.
I was like trying to fucking. All right. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Oh, fucking did again.
Wow, way to be perfect.
Get out of here. Yo, blasphemy with Candyman. How dare you?
Like I said, the ending could have worked under different circumstances, but as it stands, how artists have fucked with the movie so bad, I hate the ending. I hate it. Because, if it had ended with them just killing Tristan because of their insanity, and if the acting was any better, because I don't even know if the original cut had better acting than this. I highly doubt it. But, had it done that, it would have been more interesting, more thought-provoking ending. It would. But no, it doesn't feel like an ending. Did you feel that the ending felt like an ending? Because it felt like an abrupt stop.
It did, if I'm being honest.
And he's like, "Oh, she fucked with the tapes," and it just cuts to black, and the movie's over. The movie's over.
Now I know how the director felt when Arson fucked with it.
I mean, my God, it's so bad. Like, it's like, come on, this movie has such good potential. What pisses me off about it? This is why it pisses me off, because the idea had such good potential, but then the studio shat on the person's vision, all because he was going to make, like, he was going to parody how people felt about the Blair Witch Project and make fun of the people who thought it was real and make fun of the people, it kind of, satirizing the whole popularity of it, because people are fucking foolish to thinking that shit was real, because it's not. It's a fucking scam by corporate greed bullshit. And that leads me to my final point, and this pisses me off too. This final point is actually more personal, believe it or not. You see, when I wrote my review of Blair Witch 2, I got a comment on Letterboxd. And it's one of the worst comments I've ever seen in my entire life. It really is. Yeah, exactly. It's a commentary on media hype. If the original cut exists, I would like to see it, but I doubt it exists. I doubt it. I think they threw that footage in the trash, especially considering, as we know, because we talked about it briefly when we reviewed The Punisher, Artisan Entertainment went bankrupt in 2003, got bought by Lionsgate. I bet you Lionsgate destroyed the footage. I bet you they destroyed the footage. I don't think it exists. So, yeah. So, back to what I was saying about the comment I got on my Letterboxd. And I'm not going to say the person's name out loud, because if it's one thing I'm not a doxer. But I will show the comment on the air. I'm not going to show the person's icon or username down below, because because for me, I'm a lot of things. I'm controversial. I get pissed off all the time. But if there's one thing I'm not a doxer. But I'm going to show you this comment. So I'm going to show you this comment, and because it pisses me off, because there's so much wrong with this comment that I got. Here we go. This is what it says verbatim. Quote, "I'm glad Artisan packed this piece of shit to pieces. The director had nothing but spite for the original masterpiece, and his movie deserved to fail. The only thing I fault Artisan is for hiring that no-talent hack in the first place to destroy their franchise." What? Let me repeat that. I'm glad Artisan hacked this piece of shit to pieces. The director had nothing but spite for the original masterpiece. No, it is not a masterpiece. And his movie deserved to fail. The only thing I fault Artisan is for hiring a no-talent hack to in that first place to destroy their franchise. Oh, look. Let's go over Joel Berlinger's filmography other than Blair Witch 2. He's done a lot of documentaries, but we're going to see the scores that he has on Letterboxd. Let's see if he's a no-talent hack, right? Let's have a look, okay? So the most popular movie of his is Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, which is the Ted Bundy biopic with Zac Efron. Currently, it has a 3.1. That's not bad for a no-talent hack.
Oh, yeah, I like that movie.
What about his documentary about Ted Bundy, which came out in 2019? 3.7 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Hey, not bad for a no-talent hack. What about
I haven't seen that movie, but I know Austin Pondham wasn't a fan of that movie.
How about his documentary Paradise Lost, which is a very popular
I'm gonna hop onto my laptop real quick, Victor. I'll be right back.
Look at Paradise Lost, his documentary. 4.1 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Not bad for a no-talent hack. What about Crime Scene, The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel? Okay, 2.8. It's mediocre, but considering this filmography before that, yeah, pretty good for a no-talent hack. What about the Metallica documentary, Some Kind of Monster? This got a lot of acclaim when this movie came out. It has a 3.7. Gee, that's pretty good for a no-talent hack, right? What about Conversations with the Killer, the John Wayne Gacy tapes? 3.4 out of Letterboxd. Not bad for a no-talent hack. Do I need to keep going? Okay, I'll keep going. How about Paradise Lost 2 Revelations? 3.7.
Paradise Lost 2, can't wait to see it.
How about Paradise Lost 3? 3.9 out of 5. I already mentioned the Metallica doc. Cold Case. Who killed John Benet Ramsey? 3.2 on Letterboxd. A lot of his movies are documentaries. Brother's Keeper. 3.9. How about Crime Scene, the Times Square Killer? 3.2. How about Madoff, the Monster of Wall Street? 3.4. Do I need to keep going? Do I need to keep going? Do I
No,
need
the only
to keep
like
going?
no, you've proven your point, Victor. You've proven that the only no talent hack here is you.
Fuck off. But like, well, the point I'm is saying, yeah, so yeah, pretty good for a no talent hack, right? Pretty good. Seriously, I thought Letterboxd, a lot of Letterboxd users were about no studio interference. They hate it when studios interfere with their movie. This is hypocritical. This is just like, I want to see the director's original vision. I care about the director's vision. Yes, we need to hold directors accountable sometimes. Yes, we need to hold studios accountable sometimes. But we need to hold people accountable. It's fucking ridiculous. It's literally on my Letterboxd. I have not removed the comment specifically so you could go ahead and see for yourself that this is real. I did not doctor it up. And this is one of the reasons why I can't stand the fucking film community either. This is why I just review films just to review them for my own sake. It's just, who says shit like this? It's like a fucking no talent hack. Oh, like the guy.
Well, like, and also look at it this way, you know, we all have very differences of opinions in regards to our like movies and shit. But we don't like we may joke or bust balls or anything, but we don't fucking, you know, I don't tell you to go fucking get hit by a bus for liking Wicked or Avatar or something. If I
What
do,
I'm trying to say is that what I'm trying to
We'll show
say
you our mouth.
what I'm trying to say is this. Yes. Can people have an opinion about the Blair Witch Project? Yes. But there's a certain way you got to do it. You can't be a fucking condescending prick like this guy was. He's a fucking shill for that first movie, and he called it a masterpiece. No, it is not a masterpiece. Soren didn't even give it a fucking 5-star rating. He gave it a fucking 4. I gave it a -1. I don't even know what Shane would have given it if he's forced to grade the original. Probably not good, like 2.5 or 2 or something like that. Something crazy like that. So it's fucking ridiculous. This is what condescending people say every day. And this is for a movie that's not well liked. And people who do like it said it's campy. Oh, it's a fun movie. No, it's not. It's torture to sit through. The editing is so bad, it feels like the 90 minutes feel just about longer. They feel longer than 2 hours. It's fucking ridiculous. It's a fucking, like, I hate it. Like, to me, yeah, Hunter, you make a good point, but I'm saying this guy sounds like a Blair Witch kind of shill, almost feels like a shill. So it's fucking ridiculous. For that and other reasons that I already mentioned, you leave me no choice. -1 out of 5. -1. This is the lowest grade I could ever give a movie. Yes, the soundtrack is good, but that's not good enough. Yeah, the sheriff is funny, but that's not good enough. Because you know why? The studio fucked with this movie so hard with no lube and pretty much left it out there to die in the desert.
Wait. What'd you give the roommate?
-1 out of 5.
Okay. Because I was curious. I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna rate it 2 different ways. I'm gonna rate it as a guilty pleasure movie. For that, I will rate it 3.5 out of 5. It is fun, campy, all the other things.
It's not fun for me.
And as far as a movie, you know, I'll still be generous to it because I had fun with it. I'll give it 2 out of 5.
I'll say this. It is a train wreck, but at times it is a fascinating train wreck, but at other times it's just plain boring. And for that, I give it a 3 out of 10.
It's just, to me, it's too much. It's like, again, great concept. But my God, the execution is so bad because the studio fucked with it that bad.
The one thing we could all say about this movie is the biggest thing that probably pisses all of us off, wasted potential.
Yes, that's what pisses me off
Very
about
much.
it. It's wasted potential. That's what pisses me off about it. Like, and then the acting is so bad. Erica overacts. Jeff is terrible. Kim's is bad, but she's the only one who could kind of like her eye. Like she does good facial acting sometimes in the movie. And then Steven and Tristan are the fucking worst. And the dialogue is so bad.
I just thought about it. I was trying to think, why was I going to give it 2.5 and I moved it to a 2? Oh, yeah, because no tits. That's why. Or the fake tits.
Yeah, but
So
tits
also have
don't mean
hot
shit in a
face.
movie. Just watch Nymphomaniac, then you'll see my point.
Oh, yeah. See a girl get DP by 2 black dudes. Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, jeez. And
We
forgot to mention too, the fucking orgy party scene at the whatever. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. The orgy party thing at the end when they're all looking at the computer and they finally got the lost footage of what happened in the hours when the footage got cut off and the orgy stuff. It's just like, what the fuck is that?
We should all sit down and watch, do a StreamYard and watch Nymphomaniac privately.
Hell no! I'm not watching another
No.
Lars von Trier movie ever again. I told you that for sure. For already.
Not even for
Melancholia
$20?
was the last one.
Not even for $20?
No.
I'll pay for your AMC A-list membership.
Yeah, right.
I'd probably do it for $90.
$90?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that there is a naked woman. Literally a line from this movie. And the other one I mentioned when you were gone, wicked, good, fucking idiotic
Good.
dialogue.
Can't wait to see it.
All right.
How do I watch that trailer?
Hey, did you hear that? You got to go into your stash and get $90 a piece, and we'll react to it, and then we'll put it on YouTube and just blur out the movie itself that we're watching.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be the greatest thing ever.
This movie's pain. This movie is absolute pain. It doesn't sound like I'm in anger, probably because my fucking allergies, to be honest. I'm actually relatively calm in this review, but it's still a fucking terrible movie.
I'll be honest, though. I'd rather watch this than Avatar.
No, Avatar.
No, Avatar's better. Avatar's way fucking better. Are you shitting me right now?
Well,
at least Avatar's a fucking movie, and James Cameron directed the movie he wanted to make.
I'm not saying that Avatar is like it's a better made film than Book of Shadows, but as far as
better acting, better directing, better script, better story, better visual effects, better editing, everything's better about it.
To get through. I'd rather watch this.
No, this movie's a piece of shit. Negative fucking 1, and I fucking stand by it.
No,
even though, you want to know something? Even though Battlefield Earth swept the Razzies, this movie still took home with one.
What'd you say?
Even though Battlefield Earth, even though Battlefield Earth swept the Razzies, this movie still took home with one, worst remake or sequel.
You know what's funny? I'd rather watch Battlefield Earth over this. You know why? Because Battlefield Earth makes me laugh my ass off. It really does. Endless options for renewal. Endless options for renewal.
Soren, I like the Dutch the camera angle you're doing.
Now that too. But, you know, I'd rather watch Battlefield Earth. And plus, I didn't give Battlefield Earth a -1. I actually gave that only a 0. Because at least with that, even though I give it a 0, I can laugh at Battlefield Earth. John Travolta in that movie is fucking hilarious as Turl. And then the Barry Pepper part at the beginning where he's like, a demon, a monster, a beast. At least that movie is funny. Blair Witch 2 is not funny. It's not funny in this. Even if it's trying to be intentionally funny, it's not funny. So yeah, there you go. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. I can't believe I survived that. Pretty well done, although again, sneezing.
Do you want a cookie?
Here's the thing, though. In the original cut of this movie, I'm just so interested to see what the original cut would have been like. Like, dude, it could have been a much better movie. It really could have. And it would be one of the first movies to tackle media illiteracy and how people don't fucking have it. And people fell for that stupid shit with the first movie, and they fell for it, and they thought it was real. It would have been so interesting to watch. Like a psychological drama, but no. This is what we get. Because Artisan was a fucking cowards. Because, look, let's face it, Artisan back in 2000 were terrible. Yes, they had Requiem for a Dream. Yes, they had before that they had Pie. They had another film. They had The Limey. They had another movie that I'm not Stir of Echoes, and that's a great movie, Stir of Echoes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's funny because Poe was on the soundtrack for Stir of Echoes, and Poe was on the soundtrack of Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. But
they had Vanilla Sky.
Well, Vanilla Sky, technically, that's a Paramount joint. Because the reason why Artison's name on it is because they own the rights to the original.
Punisher, VeggieTales movie.
But here's the thing, though. They hardly made any movie that was successful. Blair Witch Project was the most successful movie, and then Requiem for a Dream was pretty successful. And then Van Wilder was pretty successful. But other than that, they made nothing but bombs. They made nothing but flops. Like the VeggieTale movie you mentioned, that was a big bomb. Novocaine, not the Jack Quaid movie. I'm talking about the one with Steve Martin. That was a bomb.
That was okay. The Jack Quaid movie, by the way.
Dr. T and the Women, Robert Altman movie, that bombed. Fuck. I swear I could think of one more at least that they did that was a bomb. Soul Survivors. That was a big bomb.
Oh yeah.
So Artisan Entertainment was not a very well-run studio. They were not a very well-run studio. Let's put it this way. No shit they went bankrupt. No fucking shit that they went bankrupt because they lost a shit ton of money. Like, look at most of the movies that they produced. Most of them were bombs. And then we also have Boat Trip. I forgot they produced Boat Trip with Cuba Gooding Jr. I heard that's one of the most homophobic movies ever made. And then they also made Dirty Dancing, Havana Nights, which Lionsgate folded. Like, they got the rights to that eventually. They made a bunch of bombs, dude.
Yeah, back.
So, also, yeah, Ringmaster, the Jerry Springer movie. Yeah, Jerry Springer had a movie, guys. So, yeah, Artisan, good riddance. Good riddance. Yeah, exactly. I put it that way. Lionsgate now was them 20 years ago. Just a series of bombs. Just like Lionsgate now, a series of bombs.
Pretty much.
So that's how I feel about that. As for if we're going to do Blair Witch, the third movie, it's contractually obligated. But at the very least, what I could say about Blair Witch, this is the last one. This is the last one. This is the last one. And then I don't have to worry about it anymore. But here's the thing, though. I will say, with Book of Shadows, this is the best installment in the entire franchise, and that's still a -1. Look, this whole trilogy is a fucking -1. This whole franchise is a -1. It's the worst franchise ever, in my opinion. It's the worst franchise of all time. It really is. But Book of Shadows is the best one because it had potential. Blair Witch, the third movie, had zero potential. No potential because it went back to the stupid shit that they were doing in the first movie. At least with this movie, it was shot like a regular movie, and they wanted to do interesting ideas. It's just the studio fucked with it. I really wish that the original cut, if it exists, would come out. If it'll come out, I watch it, I review it, I give my thoughts. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe it wouldn't be. But you know what? It'll probably be better than this fucking cut that we're reviewing. It probably would.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, my dog was barking, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
So now, Wheel. Hopefully
a good movie.
Yes. I would not want to do the third Blair Witch movie after this. I really wouldn't.
Blair Witch.
Piss off.
Yeah, it would be redundant.
It really would be.
The Dragon Emperor.
What?
The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor.
We're not doing Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Returns was the last one. I'm not doing Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Hell no. I'm not doing that.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. I would say that.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor doesn't exist to me. It really doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't exist to me either. I just but
1, 2, 3. Oh, my allergies are killing me.
Big money.
Big bucks, no whammies, please. Big bucks, no. No. No.
Pretty convenient, because I mentioned Battlefield Earth a few minutes ago.
Wait, whose pick was this?
This was a viewer's poll back a long time ago.
I'll have to find something to prop my laptop.
You got your wish. You got your wish, Victor. You said you'd rather watch Battlefield Earth. Maybe you're a witch, Victor. You said you'd rather.
I should put it down. I don't want to drop my laptop.
Good Lord. Battlefield Earth.
Wait, I thought you said you'd rather watch it, so here we are.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's good, but
hey, we went through a few weeks with good movies. Now we gotta get back into the garbage.
This is the first episode of the fucking summer season. Battlefield Earth. This is how we start. This is how we start May.
I mean, I don't hate it as much as everyone else, but it's still not good.
Yeah, we go do Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, and it's fucking ridiculous, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, God. I should have just... Oh, man. This is bad, dude. We have to do it anyway, but... I have to tell Jared the bad news, and he has to... that is if he does Blair Witch 2 for his fucking topic next week, because sometimes when he's off, he does fucking the reviews of the previous movie we did. But no. Battlefield Earth. This is what we do. The things I do for this show. I do 2 weeks straight of bad movies.
Hey, better this than if we landed on my choice. If it wasn't banned, I would have picked Showgirls.
This is so bad. This is so bad.
I think I have it on Blu-ray actually.
At the very least, what I'm gonna say right now, I could get through Battlefield Earth in one piece. It's a fucking 0 out of 5 movie, but I can get through in one piece because I can laugh at it. But my God, it's still a terrible movie. Don't get me wrong. Like, my God, dude. And we have to deal with Scientology. Dude, we have to talk about Scientology.
Next week on the Popcorn Pal podcast, special guest Tom Cruise.
I'll be honest, when I watched Battlefield Earth, I didn't really see the Scientology.
Oh my God.
And keep in mind, I read the original book years ago, and even I barely remember it.
Yeah, my God, Battlefield Earth. Endless options for renewal. Endless. This is what happens. An endless option for renewal. That's what happened here. An endless option for renewal.
Victor, can you send me before you go off for tonight, can you send me a screenshot of what the wheel looks like?
Let me take care of that 1 second.
That way, because
what the fuck? Shift, Command, 4.
I'm so gassy.
Command, Shift, 4. Come on, baby. There we go. No, that's not what I want. Delete. Escape button. There we go. Hold on.
I'm so gassy
Shift,
tonight, folks.
Command, 4. Come on, baby. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, talk to that computer like your girlfriend. Show her who's boss, Victor.
Fucking, oh, jeez. I'm sending you the email now.
Wait, Victor, what year did Battlefield Earth come out in?
2000, same as this movie.
See, we need a movie that came out in 2001, so I
No, more forever. I'm done. No.
Yeah, because that's it only makes sense.
You could argue this is the same thing with Allegiant as well, even though it's technically the third movie in a series, but same shit happened. Same shit happened when that movie was so bad they didn't do any more. You could argue they did the same thing with David Lynch's Dune.
Well, no, because David Lynch's Dune was at least an adaptation of the whole book.
Yeah, and it was garbage.
Yeah.
But, yeah, next week. What the fuck, man? Battlefield Earth. I have to do that fucking.
And until
Wicked shit
then,
that
I
Eric
have
did.
to look for.
Oh wait, I have one more thing before we go. Who got the Josh treatment in this movie in Book of Shadows? Whose name got screamed at the most? I think it might be Erica. No, I think it might be Erica. I think Erica's name was shouted the most.
Erica!
Ah, Erica! Oh God, dude.
Jason!
Oh!
Jason!
Battlefield Earth is gonna be enemy. I'm gonna fucking great. It's time for us to convert to Scientology. Wonderful. We're converting into a cult next week. Wonderful. Wonderful. Just great.
Are you gonna wear dreadlocks next week, Victor? I will, but I don't have the hair for it right now.
It's funny because Final Reckoning is coming out in a couple of weeks too.
Hopefully that does well considering this budget.
Oh my God. I'm tired. I'm tired of this bullshit. We'll see you next week with fucking Battlefield Earth, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna go find my option for renewal and not make it endless. Good night.